4 minutes till start of broadcast. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast. Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Auburn played the most rugged non-conference schedule in school history and went 12-1. SEC play begins today. It'll be tougher. Good afternoon, War Eagle from Neville Arena with Randall, Dickey, and Bradlaw. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn played the likes of Memphis, Duke, Iowa State, North Carolina, and Purdue in its non-conference schedule. The only blemish, a 6-point loss in Durham. Never before has the SEC been as complete top to bottom like this season. Joe Lunardi had 13 teams in the NCAA tournament with one of his recent bracketologies. A year ago, Missouri lost all 18 games in the SEC. After a defeat at Memphis to start the season, Mizzou went on a 10-game winning streak. It was snapped December 22nd in St. Louis against Illinois. Dennis Gates' team is big and physical, and unlike most of Auburn's non-conference opponents, Mizzou is deep as your Tigers. The Southeastern Conference is always a grind. The toughest 18 games of the season begins in 30 minutes. Auburn and Missouri. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pre-game coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Welcome to the Southeastern Conference, Auburn and Missouri at a sold-out Neville Arena this afternoon. We welcome you back inside the jungle, along with Randall Dickey. Brad Law joins us in just a few moments. I'm Andy Burcham. Well, 12-1. Who would have thought with that non-conference schedule, Randall, that Auburn would be 12-1 heading into Southeastern Conference play today?
Well, they played outstanding throughout the entire fall. Their non-conference schedule was, on paper, was absolutely very, very tough. They blazed through that. They win it on the road at Houston. They go to Maui, by far the best team of the field of 8 out there, which is one of the best holiday tournaments in the country. They win it against Ohio State and Atlanta. They beat a Purdue team who just came off a Final Four run a year ago. They have played and had a wonderful fall.
With that said, though, the SEC begins today, and this is as deep as the Southeastern Conference perhaps has ever been in men's basketball.
I don't know if anyone can remember the time that the worst record going into the day was 10 wins, 3 losses by the University of South Carolina. The SEC has been absolutely outstanding across the board. Given this time change of the landscape of intercollegiate athletics, the SEC has made the jump, made the switch, accepted the changes, and moved forward, and it has excelled better than any other league in the country.
A year ago, this Missouri team went 0-18 in Southeastern Conference play. That was a year after Dennis Gates was named SEC Coach of the Year. Folks kind of forget 2 years ago, but, buddy, they're not forgetting what Missouri has done this year. A loss at Memphis to start the season, a 3-point loss to Illinois in St. Louis. Otherwise, this Missouri team is off to a fabulous start coming into Southeastern Conference.
They changed his little bit of different style of play. He's a hard driving team. We're going to face 3 left-handed guards today that are very, very good. They can really drive it up. They get to the free throw line. They play physical. They're better from the two-point area than they are from the 3, but they're really on the attack.
And they return Caleb Grill to full-time action today. He's their best three-point shooter. When number 31 is on the floor today, do not let him get the ball to shoot the 3, because that's exactly what he's on the floor to do.
He's absolutely one of the best three-point shooters in the SEC. You give him an open shot, he's going to bury it. Pressure defense by the Tigers on him. We've got to have a hand in his face and limit the number of looks he gets.
You mentioned free throws. This team has triple-digit more free throws than Auburn in 12 games this season.
Yeah, right at 77. I think it was like 385 to 1, or 375 to 198 in the total number of shots, free throws made compared to the other teams that have even shot. And that is an amazing stat. It shows how the coaching staff at Missouri has really adjusted from a poor season last year. They revamped their team. They've gotten better. They worked hard in the fall. They have had a great non-conference slate and schedule. Like you said, they lost it at Memphis, but then they have reeled off. And as we saw last night, the University of Illinois is one of the best teams in the country, and they go to Oregon, which is ranked 9th in the country, and they win almost by 30 points out there on the Pacific Northwest. So it's something that the Tigers are going to have to get off to a good start, withstand the pressure, the attack mode, play great defense today, get into the running game that Auburn likes to play, get into the substitution game and see the different matchups and the different lineups, and I think they'll be fine.
What is the key to flipping the switch for Auburn from non-conference play to the grind of the Southeastern Conference?
I don't think you have to tweak a bit. I think that the type of schedule has really prepared these Tigers. I mean, when you play two Big Ten teams like Ohio State and Purdue, you go to Hawaii and you beat a number 3 team in the country in Iowa State. You play a great, talented Memphis team. That's one thing that our schedule has really prepared this ball club, and I think you do the same thing you've been doing. We play really hard-nosed, lengthy defense, get out of the passing lanes, dominate the defensive glass, get into the running game, play fast break basketball, try to find the open man. And the biggest stat that I love about these Auburn Tigers, the assist has really high. They complement each other, they find the open man, and the open man is taking advantage of it.
19 assists per game for this Auburn team going into SEC play. It has begun. To tell you about the action across the Southeastern Conference, we turn to the third man on our crew, Bradford T. Law.
Andy, thank you. After an unprecedented set of dominance by SEC teams in non-conference play, the race to the championship, well, it could be a royal battle for the conference crown or a battle royal, survival of the fittest. Either way, ring the bell.
From the home of the SEC Tournament champions to the expanded boundaries of the toughest conference in college basketball, this is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, already 3 finals and 1 game in progress now. Mississippi State is running South Carolina out of Starkville. The Bulldogs very impressive today, offensively and defensively, clocking the Gamecocks 73-38 with 8.5 minutes to go in that matchup in Starkville. A Mississippi State team that came in 12-1, ranked 17th in the country, and they are shooting 57% for the game and holding South Carolina under 30%. This one has been a blowout from the start. All Mississippi State over South Carolina. 3 finals earlier today. Top-ranked Tennessee moved past number 23 Arkansas, 76-52. Volunteers remain unbeaten. They are 14-0. Igor Milicic with 13 points and 18 rebounds to lead the Volunteers. It was number 10 Kentucky outlasting 6th-ranked Florida in a shootout, 106-100. 6 Wildcats in double figures, led by Kobe Brea's 23. All 6 of those guys scored 14 or more for Kentucky in that matchup. Both teams shot 55% or better, and they combined to hit 26 threes in that game. It was Kentucky in the end getting the win, 106-100. Kentucky now goes on the road for its next 2 games, just as Auburn does. Kentucky plays at Georgia and at Mississippi State. It was number 24 Ole Miss taking care of Georgia, 63-51. Bulldogs led by 2 at the half, but a quick run to start the second half by the Rebels, and then they didn't trail the rest of the way. 63-51. Ole Miss moves to 12-2 on the season. Georgia drops to 12-2. Bulldogs held under 30% from the floor in that game. Still to come, Vanderbilt is at LSU. They'll start in an hour in Baton Rouge in that matchup. And then it's the other undefeated team in the league, 12th ranked Oklahoma. The Sooners at 13-0. They're at number 5, Alabama tonight. And then Texas plays in College Station for the first time since 2012, before the Aggies left to join the SEC. Number 13, Texas A&M, playing host to the Longhorns later tonight in the nightcap in the SEC. That's a look at the SEC report. And now it's time for What's on the Menu, and that is presented by Whataburger. Rich cocoa, Mexican cinnamon, brown sugar, and a light kick of chili. It's swirled in a creamy blend of vanilla ice cream. It's the all-new Mexican hot chocolate shake from Whataburger, available for a limited time. Well, Andy and Coach Dickey have already told you a little bit about Missouri. We'll dive in deeper and give you our 60-second scout of the visitors from Columbia today, plus Andy's pregame visit with Coach Bruce Pearl, Coach Dickey's keys to the game, starting lineups, and more ahead of the SEC opener from Neville Arena. It's all coming up as the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
O'Reilly.
Extend the life of your engine with a full synthetic oil change and save at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, pick up 5 quarts of O'Reilly full synthetic motor oil and a MicroGuard oil filter for $29.99. Or upgrade to a MicroGuard Select filter for just $2 more. Limit supply. Offer in-store only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our wedding lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Auburn and Missouri on the floor preparing for this SEC opener at Neville Arena. Another expected sellout here is a gorgeous day on the Plains, and we thank you for making us a part of it. Let's get into a little more detail on Missouri and the visitors here for this SEC opener. Dennis Gates, 25-10 in his first season in Columbia, but as the guys mentioned earlier, the Tigers faltered last year, finishing 8-24 and going winless in conference play. This year's team is 11-2 overall. All 11 of those wins came at home. Offense, the unquestioned identity. Missouri has scored at least 75 points in every game this year. Only Florida, Iowa State, and South Dakota have done that in addition to Mizzou. Auburn, by the way, had 74 in a game. That kept the Tigers off of this list. Mizzou just got Caleb Grill back as well, the top three-point threat, back from a neck injury that sidelined him for 5 games. Grill missed all of last year with a wrist injury, so today is his first ever SEC game. The Tigers are a balanced scoring team. 4 players average double figures. 7 players average at least 8 points per contest. Now, on the other hand, they don't have a huge rebounding discrepancy this year, and they have turned the ball over more than 10 times per outing. Let's get some official scouting on Mizzou. Here's our 60-second scout of the conference opening opponent. Here's Auburn basketball assistant Mike Burgomaster.
Yeah, Missouri's a really hungry team. They didn't win a game in our league last year. They've upgraded their personnel. They have a really deep bench, and they're really terrific at getting to the free throw line. They do a lot of things in pressure defensively to try to force turnovers and get out in transition. And they've got some, really talented guards at getting downhill, getting into the paint, and scoring. We got to do a great job of identifying personnel, understand who's a shooter, who's a non-shooter, and guard it accordingly.
What's the biggest challenge with Mizzou on defense?
They really extend catches.
30 seconds.
So, we're not going to be able to make 5, 6, 7 passes in a possession. It might be a ball screen and play out of it. It might be, more having to just take your guy off the bounce. They do a really good job of disrupting and extending your offense. So we got to, take advantage of that.
Describe their zone defense.
Yeah, so their zone defense is really active and long. It's really high up the floor. And then they've got some really big 5-men that they keep at the rim to make things hard. So, we've got to keep the ball moving, take them out away from the defense, and then drive the gaps.
That 60-second scouts presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News & World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Auburn is looking for its 5th straight win over Missouri. It's 8th in the last 9 meetings overall, and it's 5th straight at home, and Auburn is healthy coming into this SEC opener, and that's always a nice sign on the pregame medical report, or a clean pregame medical report. That's always preferred. The pregame medical report presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. Andy Burcham visits with the head coach after a word from your local stations. The Bruce Pearl pregame report is next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu, or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
Ford presents our exclusive pre-game visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Well, you can tell it's the start of Southeastern Conference play here today.
Yeah, the only thing is we don't have our students here. And so one of the things I've already been out there on social media, kind of, everybody that's driving in now listening, we need them to stand up for the jump and be loud as they possibly can. This Missouri team is a good team. They've only lost 2 games to Illinois by 3, an Illinois team that went and beat Oregon by 30 the other night, and at Memphis the opening tip. And we all know how good Memphis is. So completely revamped roster, and they play really hard. And you could just see, Andy, watching some games here this morning, the physicality, the effort, the energy, the excitement of FCC basketball. You're right. It starts this afternoon.
SEC's never been stronger going into a league than it has been this year.
Well, no team in the history of college basketball has maybe been stronger than the SEC this year. It's unprecedented. There's an ACC league maybe one year. There might have been a Big East one year. Nothing analytically comes. When you have all 16 teams with 10 or more wins, and, obviously the top, 5 teams in the top 7 or 8 teams in the country. So it is great. And so what it's going to take is teams are going to lose, and then how they respond to losing, how they handle adversity. Matchups are going to matter. Staying healthy is obviously going to be important. And then, the teams that can withstand that grind of pretty much 7 days a week now until sometime in March.
You challenged your guys earlier today. They've got to be the hungrier team out there. And I'm guessing that won't change for the next 2.5 months.
Yeah, but that's going to be hard because Missouri is a team that didn't win a game last year in the SEC. The year before, they finished in the top 3 or 4 of the league, and Coach Gates was Coach of the Year. And last year, they didn't win a game. And we played them late in the year, and they were playing as hard and as well and as together and as connected. And that's one of the reasons I recognize what a great coach he was when he was able to keep that group together and have them continue to play really good, hard, competitive basketball. So yes, they're going to play with their hair on fire, and hopefully we will too.
As you mentioned, it's a revamped roster. What do you see out of this Missouri's team from a style standpoint?
Well, I mean, they get after you defensively. They lead the league in turning people over. They lead the league in steals, and so they'll junk it up, man, zone, trapping, try to deny a lot of our actions. So from an offensive standpoint, they drive you away from what you like to do. It kind of like Iowa State did early in that game against them, and bothered us. That ball pressure will bother some of our players, deflections and things along those lines. Once you get past some of that pressure, they're not great defensively, and so we should be able to score. We can hurt them on the offensive glass. They're a great offensive team. They shoot 61% from two. They're ninth in the country in scoring at 88 points a game. They make 8.5 threes at 36%. And it's not what they do best. They're better from 2 and free than they are from 3, but they still make 8.5 threes at 36%. So this is a really, really good offensive team. We're going to have to defend without fouling. That's going to be the biggest challenge. Can we defend them and not step the foul line? There's no team in our league that goes the foul line more than Missouri. Missouri, believe it or not, has already shot 134 more free throws than Auburn has in 12 games. I've never seen anything like that. Well, the reason is they put their heads down and they drive it and they create contact. And, I think a lot of them aren't fouls. I think a lot of them are they just force the officials to blow the whistle. I hope the officials don't take the bait and they allow us to defend them and maintain our verticality and not bail them out with some forced penetration.
Only this game and one more home game before the Outlive game. T-shirts are on sale as folks are coming in this day.
Yeah, no, it's great, and we want to have everybody in blue for Tennessee on January 25th. It's almost, it would almost be embarrassing if you're thinking about going to the Tennessee game, if you've got a ticket, and you don't have an Outlive T-shirt on, and I see you in the stand, I'm calling you out. I'm just telling you right now, I'm calling you, and so will everybody else. So get your T-shirts online. But even more than that, Andy, we're beginning to see that now more than ever, the effects of what Outlive is doing. We've been able to give $250,000 away each year the last couple of years, and it just goes to patience. We were up in Birmingham the other day. 18 Ministries has a couple of apartments up there, and there was a family up there. What was Hayes and his family were up there, and he's just had that bone marrow transplant, and he's got to stay close to the hospital. His family's able to live there for a month while he can't be too terribly far away from the hospital. That's a tremendous expense on a family, paid for by 18 Ministries because of the contribution of the Bruce Pearl Family Foundation and what we do for Outlive. So we're starting to flat out and because every dime that you donate to the foundation, it all goes out to patients. There's no administrative cost. I cover all those myself with my contributions, and so hopefully we'll get everybody to buy their T-shirts the next couple games. We'll have another great Outlive, and Alabama will continue to be a place where you can get great cancer care while you're outliving your cancer.
Go to outlive.com to buy those shirts. Appreciate it. All the best today, War Eagle.
Okay, War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts, cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
It is the conference opener. Let's get Coach Randall Dickey in here, get his keys to this game. Emotions are going to be high. You got to play with emotion, but not be emotional, right?
That's for sure. And I think the number one thing is I think we've got to defend Missouri's dribble drive. We got to do it with containment, and we got to do it without fouling. Mizzou attacks off the dribble. They draw a lot of fouls. They get to the free throw line about 18 times a game. Brad, they have made 275 free throws, and their opponents in 13 games have only shot 198. So they are on the attack. It's going to be imperative that the Tigers stay in front, contain, guard really heavily, but also don't foul on 2-point shots. The second thing, we've got to keep our composure, like you said, stay focused, be persistent, zero in on the task at hand, go from segment to segment, and maintain a level of a magic level of play. And the last thing is make us smooth offensively. We got to be smooth in our changes. Missouri changes defenses from zone to man to a matchup zone. They'll press full court zone 1-2-1-1. They'll run a run and jump full court man to man. The Tigers must be able to identify that, make a smooth transition, and attack.
Identify, respond, and attack. I love it. All right, Coach, thank you very much. Coach's keys to the game are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Starting lineups and the opening tip in conference play coming up next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the new look at auburntigers.com. Read the latest feature stories. Get critical game day information and graphics. Search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected by digital and social media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or buy your tickets to the next event on the athletics calendar. auburntigers.com, the official website of Auburn Athletics.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
you deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Wada Wings from Whataburger are tossed in honey butter, honey barbecue, sweet and spicy buffalo, and now for a limited time, try our new Nashville hot sauce. Now, we know some people are going to say these premium chicken tender bites are not real wings. And to that we say, so what? It's okay to be deliciously incorrect. Butterflies aren't made of butter, French fries are not from France, and your daddy's famous pork butt, not actually butt. Boneless Wada Wings from Whataburger. Get them Nashville hot for a limited time, no matter what you call them.
Wada Wings. Wada Wings. Whataburger, Wada Wings. Wada Wings.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Coral drives right past Neesmith to the hole and jams it with the right hand with a foul. Baseline right to Kessler for the two-hand dunk. Jabari inside to the basket. A resounding dunk for an SEC championship. Hartwell in a breakaway. Dillon to the hole. Yes! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Auburn Tigers are SEC tournament champions.
This is SEC basketball, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for your Auburn Tigers.
Left wing, 3-ball, Denver short. He runs down his own rebound. Drives to the hole, up and under, and in. At the top, Denver 3. Yes, Denver a 3. Good for Auburn!
Great movement. When Auburn is at their best, they take the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and they did, and found Denver Jones wide open for a three-point shot.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Ahead, Miles Kelly. Kelly waits for numbers. Just drives to the hole, up and in.
Nice play, coast to coast.
Low post pass for Miles. Turnaround jumper, good. Miles Kelly, three, bang.
Oh, boy, that looked good going through from a deep corner. The ball just barely did wrinkle the net.
Out to the top. Miles Kelly to tie it. Bang!
Miles Kelly, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Parkview High School, Hargrave Military Academy.
Chad Baker-Mazar on the right wing. Spins. Outside the arc, pops a long three. Good. Right wing three, Chad Baker. It's good!
Big three ball. Auburn Tigers are carving them up on the offensive end.
Left wing pass, Chad Baker-Mazar. Penetrates, drive, up with a shot. Good! And a foul! He went in backwards and knocked that one home.
Chad Baker-Mazar, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Colonia High School.
Fadeaway, Janai, 13-footer, didn't get it. Rebound, Cardwell in traffic. Out to the top, Janai. 4-3, good! Unbelievable. Well to shoot. Broom down the lane to the hole, dumps it with two hands. Janai had taken three, drives, up with three, bang! Tap up by Broom, it's good!
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic High School.
Dylan Cardwell down the lane with a running one-hander. Goal! Lobs it. Cardwell to the hole. One hand, right hand. Emma, a career day for DC. Lobs it. Cardwell dumps it. Oh, an alley-oop. Dear goodness.
Unbelievable high-low action between Broom and Cardwell, and Dylan knows what to do with it point blank.
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn 12-1 on the season, coached by Bruce Pearl in his 11th season. 212 wins, 120 losses. He is one behind the legendary Joel Eaves for most wins in Auburn history. In his 30th season as a head coach, a record of 674 and 265. Before we give you the Missouri starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Mizzou is 11-2 on the season. Dennis Gates out of Cal in his third season in Columbia, a record of 44-36. Sixth season as a head coach, a record of 94-76. At the point, Anthony Robinson II, 6'3" sophomore from Tallahassee, Florida, 10.7 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and leads the team with 2.5 steals per game. On one wing, Tamar Bates, 6'5" senior out of Kansas City, 12.9 points, 2.6 rebounds. And Tony Perkins, a 6'4" grad student out of Indianapolis, a transfer from Iowa, averaging 9 points, 2.5 rebounds. On the inside, Mark Mitchell, 6'9", a junior out of Kansas City, a transfer from Duke, 13.8 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks. And Josh Gray, a 7-foot grad student out of Brooklyn, New York, a transfer from South Carolina, 2.8 points, 4.7 rebounds. Auburn, the number 2 team in the AP and the coaches poll. The Tigers are number 1 in the NCAA net and the Ken Palm rating. This is a quad 2 game today for Auburn, as it has been explained to me using the NCAA net. Home games, when your opponent is in the top 30, makes it a quad 1 win or quad 1 game. When you're on the road, it is the top 70. And when it's a neutral site game, it's the top 50. Mizzou is not in the top 30. This is a home game for Auburn, so Mizzou a quad 2 opponent for Auburn here today. With Randall Dickey, Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. It is a packed house. This will be the last game that Auburn plays without the students. It doesn't matter. There are Auburn fans everywhere in this building, in the seats, outside the seats. There's 140 of the Mizzou fans that have made the trip here.
Oh, it's jam-packed in here, and it is jumping. It's electrifying. The atmosphere, you can just feel it down here on the floor all the way to the ceiling. Anytime that you enter league play, the bigger picture becomes more appropriate to look at. You're playing for seeding in the SEC tournament. You're playing for a round-robin conference championship, Every game counts. Every possession is magnified, and it will be no different right off the bat here today.
This Mizzou team wants to get the ball to the basket. They want to get to the free throw line. I know that simplifies it, but it's pretty accurate, I believe.
Well, it poses a really good problem in one aspect, and it poses a big problem for the Tigers another. If you can defend that, and you, with our size, you can make them shoot over the top of us and then dominate the defensive glass. But if you let them drive and you foul them on the drive or you foul them on the short jumpers, then they go to the free throw line, and then that's exactly what they like to do.
To quote the legendary Sonny Smith, defend without fouling. I'm not sure that was a very good impression, but that is the key for Auburn defensively here today.
There's not any doubt. There's not a bigger goal in mind for the Tigers today is you must defend without fouling, play it without 40 minutes, and come out ahead at the end of the game.
Josh Gray will jump it up for Mizzou. Dylan Cardwell for Auburn. Pat Adams into the center circle, joined by KB Burdett Jr. and Patrick Evans. And the tap is controlled by Missouri. Robinson across midcourt against Denver Jones. Left wing, picked up by Denver, down the left side it goes. Low post for Perkins against Dylan Cardwell. Spins to the baseline, left side of the lane. Tries to shoot it over Cardwell, now back out to the perimeter for Bates. Shot clock at 8. Bates against Chad Baker-Mazzara. Gets a screen, kicks it left wing. Mitchell penetrates into the lane, out to the top. Bates is open for a 3. He missed it. Rebound, tapped, and out of bounds off of Mizzou. Auburn ball.
That was a good defensive series to start with the Tigers. They defended the low post one-on-one play, made him kick it back out. They forced a three-point shot. They closed, had a hand up. Very well done.
Pressure in the backcourt. Denver Jones working against Anthony Robinson across midcourt. Right-hand dribble on the left wing. Crossover dribble, gets out to the right wing, picks up the dribble. Needs to lob it, does. Ball deflected out of bounds down the left side by Mitchell, guarding Janai Broome.
You're going to see heavy pressure by the Tigers today. They're going to really get up inside. They're going to really hand check, reach, and grab, and play very physical, and the Tigers have got to withstand that and stay persistent in what they're trying to attack.
Out of bounds down the left sideline. Chad Baker-Mazzara will trigger with Tamar Bates. Now backing off of the lane, or the lane a little bit, into the corner. Denver Jones, left side. Denver brings it to the wing, shot clock at 11. Hands the ball from Broome right back to Denver. Top of the circle, gets the ball. Chad Baker, head fake at 3. Step back, 3 ball, Chad Baker missed it long. Rebound, Dylan had it, whistle, and a shot clock. Nope, the shot clock went off. It is a shot clock violation against Auburn. And so Mizzou gets the ball.
Going to give the dead ball out of bounds, going the length of the floor by the Tigers, going to give the Auburn Tigers a chance to press full court.
This Mizzou team plus 5.5 in turnover margin. Auburn comparatively plus 2.4. Robinson across midcourt to the left wing, picked up by Cardwell on a hedge. Now into the corner, 3 ball in the air. Mitchell didn't get it. Rebound, CB&S. Chad Baker starts the other way. Bounce pass. Broome to the hole, jams it.
Beautiful fast break. Great pass by Mazzara, and what a slam dunk by Janai Broome.
Sun-South drive of the game. Sun-South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Bounce pass. Mitchell on the wing. Free throw line. Off the left side. Kicks it on the wing for Bates. Goes baseline. Turnaround jumper Bates. Good.
That's their game. Drive it to the goal. Spin move. Turn around. Take a little short jumper, 6 to 8 foot. Bates did an awesome job then.
Bates against Power 5 opponents this year. 18.5 points a game and 54% from the field. 2-2 the score. 18 minutes to go in the first. Denver Jones on the left wing. Top of the circle, Chad Baker. Down the left side, picks up the dribble. Bounce pass, Broome in the key. 12 to shoot. Janai backs up against his man. He's bigger. Spins past his man. Off the glass. Didn't get it. Tap up. Dylan Cardwell puts it in.
The Twin Towers of the Auburn Tigers take over. Broome puts it on the glass, and Cardwell tips it right in.
4-2 Auburn. 17:34 first half of play. Robinson gets a screen from Gray. Denver Jones stays with him. Down the left side. Had an 18-footer. Didn't take it. Lobs it way out on the left side for Perkins. Shot clock at 10. Perkins, a screen from Gray. Free throw line, step back in the key. Right wing for Bates, 4 to shoot. Gets a lane, drive, goes up for a dunk and gets fouled, I think, by Dylan Cardwell.
Janai came out that time.
Sure did.
A little bit over-aggressive, didn't close out properly, let him slide by him and gave him a one bounce to the rim. Dylan had to come over and try to challenge it, saved the basket, but also gave up a foul.
Dylan Cardwell called for the foul, and this is what Missouri wants to do today, get to the free throw line. And Tamar Bates has missed one free throw all year, 95% from the stripe. Senior out of Kansas City, Kansas. Started his career at Indiana, and his free throw it rattles in. 4-3 Auburn, 17-14 in the first half.
Really good. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
Second free throw, good. We're tied at 4.
But Mizzou does not press at that time. The first time we had it out of bounds, they did.
4-4 the score, 17:06 in the first half. Denver Jones works against Robinson, picks up the dribble, lobs it to Broom, right side of the lane. Inside the arc, 16 to shoot. Janai banging with Bates. Gets past Bates and scores with a left hand.
It's a man's game from now on to the end of the season around that basket, and Janai Broom was the better one at that time.
6-4 Auburn, 16:43, first half of play. Bates against Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Wants a screen, doesn't use it. Right wing for Perkins inside the arc. Pulls it back out against Miles Kelly. Shot clock at 11. Perkins on the right hand. Between the legs dribble, top of the circle, and a foul on Miles.
Looks like there's a little bit of a quick whistle to me. I think Miles was really defending well. I don't think that he gained an advantage when he reached then, but the official thought differently.
I think it happened too far away from the basket to overlook it. To the bench, Aiden Shaw is in, junior out of Overland Park, Kansas. 6'9", a senior. They get a little bit smaller as he checks in for the 7-footer Josh Gray.
Yeah, he's a little bit more thin. He's not as big a body, but he really a bouncy athlete.
Better scorer. Robinson across midcourt, shot clock at 15. 6-4 Auburn. Robinson right wing inside the arc. Out at the top. Open three by Mitchell. Good.
It's unusual. Mitchell takes that. He's got an unusual shot. It's kind of got a hitch in his release, but he buried it then.
7-6 Mizzou. 16:06 in the first half. Tahad Pettiford. Cheney Johnson in at the next break for Auburn. Jones, low post, Dillon. Out to the top. Janai, 3 straight. Yes!
The Twin Towers continue to play well together. That time they posted up Cardwell. He got collapsed on. Janai's man drifted off, kicked it out.
7 of the 9 points from Janai Broom for Auburn. Tigers of Auburn lead 9-7. Shaw bangs against Cardwell twice. He walked, got away with it, goes up, blocked by Dillon. Rebound for Denver Jones up the left sideline. They switch it to the right side. Long three, Janai, short. Rebound underneath. It comes to Bates for Missouri. Bates up the floor, across midcourt, foul by Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Third foul against Auburn takes us to a timeout break. 15:22 in the first, Auburn 9, Missouri 7. First half today presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyotathon sales event before it's too late. Lease a new 2025 Toyota RAV4 LE Hybrid for $369 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through January 6, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3668 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. The seasoning is so satisfying. It's what I needed, but I didn't know that I needed it. You get the toasted bun and the delicious crispy chicken. They add this fun mix with that zesty pickle. It's bold and tasty. I would give it an A+. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich and some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
15:22 to go in the first half. Auburn 9, Missouri 7. We talked in the pregame. Defend without fouling. Well, there have been 3 fouls called in this game, all 3 against Auburn. 2 of the fouls have come far away from the basket. I mean, it's not as though Missouri is just getting the ball to the basket time and time again, and that's where the fouls, Randall Dickey, are taking place. That's not the case right now.
Too far away from the basket. They're letting them play. The officials really have established in that segment letting you play really physical around the goal, but we're fouling way too far. One was 65, 70 feet away from the basket. The other one was about 45 feet away from the basket. The Tigers have got to correct that, make it better, be physical around the basket, but move your feet on the perimeter and don't reach.
Tahad Pettiford at the point now for Auburn. Miles Kelly at the 2. Chad Bacon-Mazar at the 3. Cheney Johnson at the 4. And Janai Broom, who has 7 of Auburn's 9 points, at the 5 for the Tigers. Perkins, Robinson, Mitchell, Marcus Allen, and Tamar Bates, the 5 for Mizzou. Auburn has outscored Missouri 6-0 underneath. Allen, backdoor Bates to the hole. He missed the money. Rebound pulled in by Broom. Ahead to Tahad Pettiford. Auburn leads 9-7 with the basketball. Tahad on the right-hand dribble, picked up by the bigger Tony Perkins. Right sideline for Chad Bacon-Mazara. Gets a screen from Broom. Underneath for Janai. To the hole, bang, shoots. No, but he was fouled on the play.
Excellent set play from the out of bounds that the Tigers called to isolate Broom on a pick and roll. He's got us off to a good start. 7 quick points. He's got a chance for 2 more right here.
First foul of the game against Missouri. It's called against Tony Perkins, and Janai Broom at the free throw line for Auburn, where he's shooting 59% this season. First free throw from Janai. Good.
Really look good. That's one aspect of Janai's game that probably needs to improve a little bit is his free throw shooting percentage. But it's kind of got a new slate. You get a new percentage going into league play.
Mitchell out. Trent Pierce is in. 6'10" sophomore out of Tulsa. Averaging 8.5 points, 2.8 rebounds. He is 6'10". He is a guard.
Very thin, very athletic. Going to stay on the perimeter. Doesn't really have the beef that it takes to play in the SEC around the basket.
9 of the 11 points for Janai Broom. 11-7, Auburn leads it. 14:56 in the first. Auburn presses. Robinson against Miles Kelly up the floor. Across midcourt, 23 to shoot for Mizzou. Right-hand dribble. Left-hand dribble. Miles stays right with Robinson. Gets a screen. Robinson had a 3, didn't take it. Down the left side of the lane, loses the ball, whistle, foul. It's going to go against Missouri.
That's one of the things that the coaches talked about in practice yesterday and this morning is how Missouri will go in and push off with their arms and their body, and they got the call that time.
Robinson whistled for the foul, his first. Auburn by 4, Auburn ball. 14:36, first half of play. Pettiford across midcourt, double high post screen. Pettiford picked up in a switch, deflects it and is turned over. Bates ahead for Missouri. Off the left side, Bates. Auburn does a nice job getting back. Gray to Bates at the left sideline. Bates brings it out to the top. Screen from Gray. Bates picked up CBM in the switch. 3-ball, Bates. Nope. Long rebound, run down. Miles Kelly for Auburn.
Tigers did a good job that time. They defended the wide open layup.
Pettiford, 3 left wing. Missed it long. Rebound into the corner. Run down by Bates for Mizzou. Ahead to Robinson. Right sideline. Bates to the hole. Jams it with 2 hands.
Missouri is on the attack. The speed of the game is phenomenal, but the pace of the game of the Missouri Tigers is consistently fast.
6 for Bates. 11-9 Auburn on top. 13:34 in the first. Chad Bacon-Mazara double teamed on the right wing. Out of bounds off of Mizzou. And Missouri goes to sharpshooter coming in. Caleb Grill, 6'3" grad student out of Wichita, Kansas, a transfer from Iowa State, shooting 53% from 3. He's 23 of 45.
We got to make a note about who's defending him.
You betcha.
And who is assigned to number 31.
Inbound Broom, left side Cheney Johnson. Right wing Miles Kelly. Head fake at 3, inside the arc, down to the baseline, through the lane. Chad Baker-Mazara from 8, good.
Nice pass by Miles Kelly across the baseline to find a wide open Mazzara.
Floater by CBM. 13-9 Auburn. Steal, Miles Kelly, but he was out of bounds in front of the scorer's table.
One of the great traits the Auburn Tigers have, they continue to defend aggressively on the ball. They've got great length to 9 the wings, and it takes a toll on their opponents. That time they got a deflection, almost had the steal.
Shot clock at 23 for Missouri. They go back to their bench and bring Tony Perkins in. Marcus Allen comes out, right back to the bench as well. Mark Mitchell, a starter, is back in, and he replaces Josh Gray underneath. Pettiford, Kelly, Baker-Mazara, Johnson, and Broom for Auburn. Robinson walks it across midcourt, switches to the right hand, drifts out to the right way, switches to the left hand. Shot clock at 14. Robinson crossover against Pettiford. Into the lane. Down the left side, drive to the hole, it's up, it's good by Mark Mitchell.
Janai went to help that time to seal on a drive. His man slipped behind him and got a wide open layup.
13-11 Auburn, 12:45 in the first half. Pettiford, Broom at the top, Janai. Left-hand dribble against Robinson. He's bigger than Robinson, much bigger than Robinson. Hands to Miles Kelly, 10 to shoot. Now Broom double team. Who's open? How about a whip pass? Left side, Chad Baker-Mazara 3. Bang and a foul! Chad Baker, the three-point maker.
What a pass cross court by Janai Broom, leading the Tigers in assist, and he gets another one there, and Mazzara buried that three-point shot.
He had 2 4-point plays on Monday against Monmouth. He has an opportunity right here for his 3rd in the last 2 games.
He sure has a unbelievable intuitive knack to be able to make shots.
Broom and Kelly out. Cardwell, Denver Jones back in for Auburn. 16-11 Tigers of Auburn. 12:29 in the first. Chad Baker-Mazara at the line for the and one after the three-pointer. Out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, the lefty. 40 consecutive made free throws. He resets the Auburn record with every made free throw. 17-11 Auburn. CBM comes out. Chris Moore for his first action here today. Gill in the backcourt. Gets the ball to Perkins. Down the lane. Drive to the hole. Shot is up and a block against Chaney Johnson. He and Trent Pierce were banging the whole drive, and they got Chaney on the foul.
That's one thing the Tigers have got to do is hold their ground, be strong. Don't reach at the last time, but that offensive play there, he just kind of bulldozed his way to the basket.
Folks, well, I tell you what, they're going to look at the replay because I think Pierce threw an elbow into Chaney Johnson's grill, his mouth. And they're going to take a look at this one, Pat Adams and KB Burdett
The previous
Jr.
play is under review.
Thank you for that. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. 12:21 in the first. Auburn 17, Missouri 11. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Get your game day started with the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off on the Auburn Sports Network. 30 minutes before each Auburn basketball game. Get a breakdown of the matchups, player profiles, a 60-second scout of the opponent, SEC report, and our exclusive pregame interview with head coach Bruce Pearl. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. The CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off, only on the Auburn Sports Network.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyotathon sales event before it's too late. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Offer valid through January 6, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Back at Neville Arena, Brad Law with an update of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Only one ranked versus ranked game outside of the SEC today, and that was in Ames, where third-ranked Iowa State went to 2-0 in Big 12 play, 12-1 on the season. Cyclones took down number 25 Baylor 74-55. So Iowa State's only loss to these Auburn Tigers. During the break, Pat Adams determined and explained that was ruled a common foul or a basketball play. The elbow that Chaney Johnson clearly took to the jaw ruled a basketball play, so the common foul on Chaney Johnson remains intact. That's the only ruling as we bring it back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
12-21 in the first. Auburn 17, Missouri 11. The Tigers are 6 of 10. That's Auburn's Tigers. 6 of 10 from the field. Missouri 4 of 9 from the field. Rebounding early on. Auburn 6, Mizzou 3. This game kind of going the way you thought it would be at this point of the ball game, Randall.
Yeah, I think so. I think the biggest impact, and I'm glad the officials took a review on that, because it certainly showed them they were not watching the pivot foot, because he took about 3 steps there. It could have been walking.
They can't review that, but
That's
they
true.
were looking at the foul and the contact to Chaney Johnson's mouth.
It was a physical play, and he
Right.
did get hit in the face, but I think it was inadvertently and just a basketball play.
Trent Pierce, 74% from the stripe. Sophomore free throw is good. Out of Arizona Compass Prep. Auburn fans not real thrilled would be no call, but Pierce missed a second free throw. Grill got the rebound. Mizzou with an offensive rebound. Perkins at the top. Auburn leads 17-12. Mizzou top of the circle for Pierce. Working on Denver Jones, left wing for Grill. Open 3, missed it, air ball. Weak side rebound, Perkins underneath, loses it. Whistle, and he walked. Auburn ball.
Did a good job that time on Grill's first attempt at the three-point shot. Well, he had a hand in his face, and he missed everything. And I hope that's a good trait for him going forward.
He is now 23 of 46 from 3, and he's missed a ton of action with a neck injury this season. Pettiford, top of the circle. Auburn leads at 17-12. Down the right side, Chaney Johnson drives to the hole, through the lane. Left wing, Denver 3. Good.
Beautifully done. What a drive. What a pass by Chaney Johnson to find the open Denver Mills, and he buried it.
8-point lead for Auburn, biggest of the game. 11:36 in the first half. 20-12 Tigers. Perkins across midcourt for Mizzou. Against Denver Jones, foul. It's going to be a foul, an offensive foul, I think on Grill, a moving screen on Tahad Pettiford.
It was away from the ball. Tahad had position, and they just kind of pushed him down to try to get over the top of the screen.
It was against Grill. Auburn basketball leading 20-12, 11 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Pierce out of the game for Missouri, and Mitchell back into the action for Mizzou.
Back-to-back wins, possessions by the Auburn Tigers defensively.
Pettiford double team. Gets the ball, Denver Jones, ball loose. That's a steal for Missouri. They lob it ahead. Perkins to the hole underneath the basket. Goes up in traffic and scores. That was Gray with the bucket.
Yeah, Tahad's had 2 turnovers. He's given up quite a bit of size. He's just got to be able to stay away from that double team, make the simple play.
Yep. Denver Jones at the left side, drives free throw line, down the lane. Floating Yogi, missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds off of Auburn. Did I use that right?
That's exactly
right.
Okay,
good.
Yes, that's a floating yogi, because he was a yogi in the air, but he was certainly floating to the goal.
10:55 in the first, 20-14 Auburn. Mizzou ball. Perkins across midcourt, left-hand dribble, in the center circle. High post screen from Mitchell. Mitchell down the right side of the lane, and a reach in at the free throw line by Tahad Pettiford. And that is the 6th foul against Auburn in the first half. Make that 5, excuse me.
Tigers continue to rotate, keeping fresh legs on the floor, different type of styles of lineups. to see if they can continue to maintain this lead.
Pettiford and Chris Moore are out. Miles Kelly and Ja'Kai Howard into the lineup for Auburn. Gray at the top. Hands the ball to Bates. Right side for Mitchell against Dylan Cardwell. Down the left side. Turnaround jumper over Dylan. He missed it. Rebound Kelly. Auburn the other way. Across midcourt, right sideline. Miles thought about a long three, didn't take. He gets the ball out to the top for Denver Jones. Working on Grill. Shot clock at 18 for Auburn. Denver gets a screen. Right side. Wide open three ball. Chaney got it!
Beautifully done. They did not close out. They took Cardwell on the roll, left Chaney wide open, and he buried that.
23-14 Auburn. 10 minutes to go in the first. Perkins, free throw line, down the lane. Against Cardwell, he missed it. Gray rebounds for Mizzou. Head fake twice up with the left hand, missed it. Got it back. Goes up, missed it. Whistle foul. Auburn's got to do a better job on the defensive glass.
They sure do. Well, Gray is such a big fella, really strong, pushes his way right under the goal and is a load to handle. And
7 foot 260.
Our guys were trying hard, but it was just a little bit more beef under there than they were willing to handle.
Denver Jones called for the foul, his first, the 6th against Auburn. First of 2 for Gray. Tried to bank it and didn't get it. He's a 44% free throw shooter.
Very poor. It's imperative the Tigers seal off or box out on the free throw lane to make sure we secure this rebound.
Transfer out of South Carolina. He could cut the lead to 8 right here, 9:49 in the first. Free throw by Gray is missed, but I think Chaney was in the lane early. Yep, he was. So another crack for Gray. And he made it pay. Knocked home the free throw.
You give a guy 3 chances, he's a little bit better than 33% from the field, that's for sure.
23-15 Auburn, 9:42 in the first half. Denver Jones picked up and a hedge by Gray. That's going to be a foul on Gray. Gray never stopped moving. And Gray a little bit upset with the call, but that was an easy call to make. First foul on Josh Gray.
Big size difference right there. Denver did a good job maintaining his dribble, trying to get around that screen, forcing the contact.
All right, Gray comes out. They get even bigger with Peyton Marshall, a freshman out of Atlanta. 7 foot, 3 hundo.
He's all of it.
23-15, inbound Cardwell, Denver Jones. Just to the left of the center circle. 12 to shoot for Denver. Crossover twice. Gets a step on Perkins. Steps back, drives. Lobs it over the head of Cardwell, who got pushed on the alley-oop. And it's going to be Gray that just picked, or rather Grill, who picked up his second foul.
If you notice the last 2 or 3 possessions, this kind of leans toward the Missouri's game. They try to make it make it physical around the basket. A lot of whistles being called, slows the game down.
You better get used to this. We're in the SEC now.
That is true. It is going to be rough and tough around that basket, and defending on the perimeter with underhand checks, body checks. You've got to withstand that and be persistent in what you're trying to accomplish.
Robinson in, Perkins out. Ja'Kai Howard will trigger baseline left. Inbound, Chaney underneath, goes up for a shot, stripped away, got it back and score! Oh, it's in and out. Rebound tapped, and here is Robinson the other way from Mizzou. Drifts out to the right wing, goes baseline, bounce pass, off of the shin of the 7-footer and out of bounds. Auburn ball.
That Robinson was really sealed off. Denver Jones and Ja'Kai Howard really did a good job double teaming him and kind of sealing him off on that baseline.
Trying to feed the ball to Peyton Marshall. It never got above his knee, the pass.
It's a long way for a 7-footer to reach down around the shoelaces to catch that.
He kicked it out of bounds. Auburn ball, 23-15 Auburn. 9:06 in the first. They press a little bit. Chaney Johnson, right wing Ja'Kai Howard drives to the hole, into the corner, throws it away. Knocked out of bounds by Grill.
You see a little bit different defensive look by the Tigers, Missouri Tigers at that time. 3/4 court, half-court trap. The Auburn Tigers went through that pretty quickly, but they recovered. Missouri sealed off that baseline quickly on Ja'Kai Howard's drive.
Auburn leads 23-15, 9:01 in the first. Auburn ball out of bounds into the backcourt. Denver Jones, shot clock at 18. Auburn leads by 8. Tiger ball. Auburn's never led by double figures.
They're going to a zone right now. Missouri is in the zone. It's a 1-2-2.
Ja'Kai at the top. Denver draws a double team. Ja'Kai, right wing three. Good!
Beautifully done. It was set up by Denver. Denver Jones made a great penetrating pitch play on that to get the assist.
26-15 Auburn, 11-point lead, biggest of the ball game for either team. 8:32 in the first half of play. Auburn with 5 threes in this first half. Bates at the top to the left wing, and boy, that's a very big foul. And Denver Jones went down in a heap as he was driven to the floor by Peyton Marshall.
Whew. Marshall, he kind of got blindsided that time on the back pick. The coaches will communicate with Marshall's defender.
Denver was hit so hard he has to readjust his headband.
Yeah, I think it jarred a little bit of everything in his body on that hit.
Jacob Cruz in for Mizzou, 6'8" grad student, and he replaces Grill in the lineup. Also back in, Trent Pierce for Missouri. Marshall will come out for Mizzou as well. Auburn by 11, Auburn ball, 8:25 first half.
Missouri's going to stay in that zone. It's kind of going to a 2-3, kind of a flat matchup, 2-3 zone.
Miles Kelly at the top, long three, right side. Denver missed it off the back of the iron. Rebound, Chaney. Back out to the top, Miles. Long three, Miles, good!
A relentless offensive rebound by Chaney Johnson. Got the basketball off the glass, kicked it out. Miles Kelly, 41% three-point shooter, buried it.
Timeout, Missouri. 8:03 first half, biggest lead for Auburn. Auburn 29, Mizzou 15. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? You try and decide. Auburn basketball continues in a moment. Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Montgomery is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Montgomery. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
Auburn has its largest lead in the first half. Tigers 29, Missouri 15. Would it surprise you to know that this surge by Auburn has come with Janai Broom on the bench right now for the Auburn Tigers?
Well, you got one of the two spark plugs that come off the bench, and Chaney Johnson, that was relentless on the rebounding at that time, made an unbelievable effort. Go to the offensive glass, retrieved it off the glass, found the Miles Kelly open, which, holy moly, he was almost to the logo or maybe a little further, and found him for a huge three-point shot.
You talked about this in your keys, Randall. Assists are so important to this Auburn offense. It's an Auburn team that's averaging 19 assists per game. The Tigers have 8 right now. 2 apiece for Denver Jones and Chaney Johnson.
Well, they just have a unique You know, every team is different, but this team has a unique feature about them. They always try to find the open guy. It doesn't matter who scores. It's a matter of finding the best shot possible.
Mitchell, Bates, Robinson, Cruz, and Pierce. The 5 for Missouri. Kelly, Jones, Howard, Cardwell, and Chaney Johnson for Auburn. Robinson through a double team to Mitchell. Drives, blocked, rebound underneath Pierce, and he bangs it home.
Did a great job on the initial drag screen, that pivot screen, but we didn't have anybody to clean up when he missed the shot.
29-17, Auburn on top. Jones, Cardwell out at the top, 2 Denver between the circles. 7.5 minutes to go, first half. Miles Kelly, another 3. Missed that one long. Rebound tapped, but Missouri starts the other way. Bates across midcourt to Cruz. Right back to Bates, right side of the circle. Bates against Denver. 2 against number 2. Off the left wing, it's Mitchell. Into the corner. Pierce against Cardwell on the left wing. Trent Pierce down to the baseline. Mitchell drives, goes up, blocked out of bounds by Chaney.
Unbelievable play. That'll be in the highlight film, even though neither team was successful on a basket, but the defense by the Auburn Tigers was sensational that time. They kept their hands vertical, straight up, challenged the guy right at the basket.
Cardwell and Denver come out. Broom back into the lineup for Auburn along with Pettiford. Inbound Mitchell up the left sideline. Works out at the top against Janai. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Bates, 3-ball Bates, missed it. Rebound tap up by Mitchell, and he's fouled. And Auburn again allowing Missouri to get to the offensive glass.
Missouri's got 2 really big guys. You know, Mitchell's about 6'9", Pierce is about 6'10", and extremely long, but he elevated it way above the rim that time and kind of outplayed the Auburn Tigers on that rebound.
Both teams in the bonus right now. 6 offensive rebound for Missouri in the first half, and Mitchell gets the kind roll and knocks it home. Transfer from Duke. One of 15 with 150-plus points, 60-plus rebounds, 20-plus assists, 15-plus steals, and 12 blocks in the country. Missed the second free throw. Rebound, Janai Broom.
A very talented player. See what the Tigers are going to call offensively here.
Auburn by 11. Pettiford tried to turn the corner. I think he had a step but didn't take it. Working against Robinson. Backs it up. 10 to shoot. Crossover. Pettiford. Step back 3. No foul. Robinson got him. Mitchell, or rather Pettiford, will go to the line for 3.
That was a poor mistake by the Missouri Tigers, bailing the Auburn Tigers out of it. They kind of had them pinned down. The shot clock was running down. Tahad had to take a long 3.
Now that's not a shot he minds taking, however.
Not at all, and he's known to make those.
Pettiford at the free throw line for 3 for Auburn. Free throw is in the air. That is his first miss of his college career. Auburn 29, Missouri 18.
A little bit different pace today than what Tahad has seen. Now maybe he sees this one go through, kind of can relax his shoulders a bit.
That was all net.
Give him one more right here, and then he might really be off to the races. He's just got to knock a little bit of the rust off. The speed of the game is a little bit different in the SEC than in non-conference.
Chaney Johnson, Ja'Kai Howard out. Chad Bacon-Mazar into the lineup along with Chris Moore. Auburn by 12. Make it 13.
Tahad's really a competitor. He'll battle back and battle through these mistakes.
31-18 Auburn. Missouri having trouble getting inbounds due to Pierce. And now up the floor for Tony Perkins across midcourt against Chad Bacon-Mazar. Hands to to Bates down the right side, stripped away. He gets it back, however. Mitchell out to the top. Right wing Perkins down into the corner. Mitchell backing up against Janai. Right side of the lane. To the basket. He goes up, he missed it. And the rebound underneath Mitchell. Out of there coming Miles Kelly.
Good job of the Tigers to come up with that loose ball.
Auburn by 13. Broom outside the arc, left side. Left wing for Kelly. Drives to the hole. Floater missed. And the rebound to Pierce for Mizzou. Now Perkins. Right sideline deflected. Miles stole it. Gets the ball, centers it. Chad Bacon-Mazar, the right wing. Pettiford, 3 ball. Yes!
That's who we've known to come to really like is that three-point shot on the wing by Tahad Pettiford.
Biggest lead of the game for Auburn, 34-18 Tigers. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. 7 threes in the first half for Auburn. 7 triples. Perkins against Broom. Down the right side of the lane. Backdoor Bates up against Janai, and he put it in with a reverse.
They've done a good job on him the last 2 or 3 minutes. He's kind of gone silent, and all of a sudden he sticks his head right back up. Bates is a really good player.
8 points for Bates, 34-20 Auburn, 5:08 in the first half. Tahad, crossover dribble, right side Broom. Down the right side, working on Mitchell. 5 minutes in the first half. Janai with the left hand to the hole. Got it.
Anytime that you run your offense through Janai Broom, good things are going to happen. That time he got the basket.
Perkins all the way to the hole and banks it in.
Ooh, that's not going to make Coach Pearl very happy,
nope.
Letting the guy go coast to coast for a layup.
Either of the Coach Pearls. One, the defensive coordinator, the other, the head coach. 36-22 Auburn. Pettiford, right sideline, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Put it on the ground with the left hand. Switches to the right between the legs. Left side, Chris Moore goes baseline, gets cut off, throws it away. Kind of a lazy pass back to the wing. And a steal for Perkins. And for Auburn, that is the 4th turnover of the first half. 6 for Mizzou. 36-22 Auburn. Perkins, top of the key. Off the right side, Mitchell. Open 3 ball. Air ball. Out of bounds to Auburn.
Tigers are playing really good defense. The Auburn Tigers are really playing really good defense.
Mitchell hearing it from the jungle. 36-22 Auburn, 4:06 to go in the first half. These are 2 of the best offenses in the country. Auburn 88.4 a game, Mizzou 87.3 a game. Under 4 minutes first half, Pettiford to the hole. Hangs, goes up, gets knocked down, but a steal. And this is Perkins the other way. Pettiford is not up yet. Down the left side, Pierce, and they're going to stop the action. Pettiford underneath the Auburn basket, lying on his back. And that will bring Clark Pearson and Dr. Mike Goodlett out. Good to see Clark back on the sideline for Auburn. 3:47 in the first. Auburn 36, Mizzou 22. We'll give you an update as we can on Tahad when we come back. For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. Get your Outlive t-shirts. At Tennessee game at the end of the month is the Outlive Day. Auburn 36, Mizzou 22. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Hi, I'm Janelle. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the bold flavors. It's very savory, and that golden crispy outside of the sandwich just lets me know that it's going to be so perfectly juicy on the inside.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. You get the tenderness of the chicken and that zesty pickle. It's savory and tasty. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena. 3 minutes and 47 seconds of game action from now. It's Conecuh halftime. We will run down the full Yellowwood scoreboard from the first day of SEC play. 3 undefeated teams went out or came into the day. One of them has already lost. One of them has already won, and the third plays tonight. Plus other scores outside the SEC in the top 25 if we can find such things. No, there are a few, just a lot of teams ranked in the SEC. We'll run it all down for you, plus a look around Auburn athletics, plus all the numbers from the first 20 minutes, all coming up at Conecuh halftime. As we send it back to Andy Burcham and Coach Dick, I want to point out, I thought a real classy gesture on the part of Dennis Gates, the Missouri head coach. When the whistle blew, his bench got up, and they were frustrated that the possession was stopped. He immediately said, guys, get back, sit down. They're going to go tend to the injured Auburn player. And I thought that was a classy gesture on the part of the Missouri head coach.
There's a lot of respect for both of these coaching staffs both ways. I mean, Dennis Gates was the SEC Coach of the Year 2 years ago, won 25 games. Then they go 0 in the league last year, and he has turned it around this year. Mizzou shoots 60% from 2 this season. And while Mizzou trails right now by 14, Mizzou is 7 of 14 from 2 in this game. So kind of at their average. It's just Auburn is shooting the 3 so well. The Tigers of Auburn 7 of 12 from 3 in the first half.
That's true. And Missouri is 1 for 7 from the 3, which makes their percentage very, very low.
Allen, left wing. Picked up by Broom. Picks up the dribble. Throws it up. Taken away by Chad Baker. Twirls. Drives. Up with the left hand. No. And a foul in the play. Foul will go against Tamar Bates. Chad Baker Mazzara to the free throw line for 2 for Auburn. As we look to the Auburn bench, Tahad Pettiford sitting down in between Ian Borders and Marquise Daniel on the Auburn bench. It's hard for me to tell exactly what ails Tahad, who was slow to get up.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he took a pretty good physical touch on the going to the basket, but you better get used to that in the SEC. When you drive to the basket, you're going to be greeted with some contact.
Chad Baker Mazzara's free throw. It's good. 37-22 Auburn. Tigers have outscored Missouri 13-2 off turnovers in this first half of play. Second free throw from Chad Baker Mazzara. Good. That's 41. Make that 42 in a row for Chad Baker.
The Auburn Tigers have really played so well. Shooting 60% overall from the field, 58 from the 3. Their defense has just been sensational.
Cruz out. Marquez Warwick, a transfer from Northern Kentucky. Good three-point shooter into the ball game for Mizzou. Perkins in the center circle against Denver Jones. Gets a high post screen. Can't use it. Gets another high post screen from Allen. Kicks it into the corner. Does Allen. Debates for 3. Nope. Off the front of the iron. Rebound to Janai Broom. Ahead Chad Baker Mazzara. Up the floor. Chaney Johnson to the hole. He didn't get it. Rolled off the rim. And here's Warwick the other way. Ahead to Perkins. Right wing. 3 ball by Pierce. That's good.
Miss a layup. Come back and give up a 3. The coaches are not going to be happy about that. Defensive transition is always important. Missouri Tigers have played at a true pace today.
38-25 Auburn, 2:50 in the first half. Denver straight away, foul down the right side of the lane. It's going to go against Allen. Marquez Allen, a 6'7" freshman. That's Marcus Allen, excuse me, called for the foul. And it puts Auburn at the free throw line for a 1 and bonus. They have Marcus Allen and Marquez Warwick on the floor. Warwick is the grad student out of Northern Kentucky, where he scored over 2,300 points. He's Northern Kentucky's all-time leading scorer.
That is an amazing feat.
Sure is.
He put up a lot of points, so you know he is instant offense coming off the bench. He is also one of the 3 left-handed players on Missouri Tigers team.
Janai Broom leads all scorers with the 11. He gets a 1 in bonus. Excuse me, this is a double. Auburn's in the double bonus. 2 in a row for Janai. The free throw is good. Broom, 12 points, 3 rebounds for the Auburn All-American. Missed it long. Rebound to the floor. Loose. Jump ball. Arrow. Auburn. Chad Baker Mazzara and Chaney Johnson went to the floor to make sure that Auburn would get that ball back as they tied up Trent Pierce.
Relentless effort by those 2 young men right there, sacrificing their body, diving on the floor, falling on the ball, getting the tie up, and we win it because we got the alternate possession. And now we're going to get a baseline out of bounds against a zone defense this time.
20 on the shot clock for Auburn. Broom will trigger baseline right. Denver Jones in one corner, Miles Kelly in the other. Kelly is uncovered right now. Now they back off of him out to the top. It comes to Cheney, 17 to shoot, drives, spins up with the right hand. Good.
Really did a good job that time. What an execution on the baseline out of bounds play. Just a great trait that the Auburn Tigers have.
Back to a 16-point lead for Auburn, 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Warwick around the perimeter goes for Allen against Broom out on the perimeter. At the top, Perkins off the left wing. Allen drives against Broom, got him off his feet and draws the foul on Janai. Be the second off the floor. You hear Auburn's coaches say that all the time. But Janai was the first off the floor for that block attempt, and he was called for his first foul of the game.
One of the tendencies that Missouri Tigers have, anytime they drive the ball, they get the ball deep in the paint, they shot fake, and that'll get you up off the floor and end up fouling.
Allen, 18 of 19 from the free throw line this season. Make it 19 of 20 as he knocks home the first. 2:15 in the first half. Auburn 41, Mizzou 26. And Caleb Grill back into the lineup, replacing Bates on the perimeter.
Allen is a really nice prospect. He's a freshman out of Miami. Excellent free throw shooter. Talented, hard driving swing player.
And he knocked home the second free throw as well. Auburn by 14 with 2:13 to go in the first half. Jones across midcourt, left-hand dribble between the circles, behind the back dribble. Between the leg dribble, left wing, Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Lobs it further down the left side, Cheney. Skip pass to Miles, almost threw it out of bounds. Miles went up to get it, 13 to shoot. To the top for Denver. Head fake, drives, inside the arc, out to Miles, down the lane. Miles with a right-hand shot, good.
Beautifully done. What a pair of guards. Played well together that time with Jones driving, dishing to Miles Kelly. If he gets where he starts taking that ball to the basket and get to the free throw line, Miles Kelly is really going to develop out.
Down the left side, drive to the hole, Missouri. Ball deflected and out of bounds off of Mizzou. Oh, they got a foul in Auburn. Oh, they got a foul on Chad Baker. Second foul on CBM. And that puts Missouri at the line.
Yeah, I think we got to regroup here and get our composure with Mazzara having 2 fouls. I'm not for sure that he doesn't need to come out of the game. They may let him play this offensive possession.
Free throw is good.
But they don't want to risk him getting another foul.
Agree.
Because everybody else has just got one, and he's too valuable to our team to pick up early foul trouble.
Warwick knocks home both free throws. Missouri now 9 of 12 from the free throw line in the first half. 43-29 Auburn. Tiger ball, 1:26 in the half. Denver Jones picks up the dribble, lobs it down the right side, and Broom got pushed in the back by Allen. And that will put Janai at the line to shoot 2. That's the second foul on Marcus Allen. I think Marcus thought that was going to be a turnover on Auburn, but he pushed Broom out of the way.
Well, when you have Janai Broom posting up on the block and he ends up at the 3-point line, he did get a little bit of a nudge.
Chad Bacon-Mazzara will come out with those 2 fouls. And Ja'Kai Howard will come in. Free throw is up. It is good for Janai Broom.
Auburn's done a really good job maintaining the distance in that lead. It's 44-29 right now. They've had 13-14. They've bent a little bit, but they haven't broken, and they've maintained that spread.
Broom can take it to 16. Missed it. Rebound Grill for Missouri. 1:20 to go in the half. Auburn 44, Missouri 29. Pierce right wing. Hands the ball to Perkins. Crossover dribble. Miles Kelly stays with it. Bounce pass at the top. It's Allen against Janai. Allen off the left side. Janai stays right with it. Down the right side. Gets the ball to Warwick. Free throw line. Warwick open from about 12. He scores.
Such a prolific scorer, certainly at Northern Kentucky, over 2,200 points there. Shows that he can really get it in the basket.
Denver Jones between the circles. Auburn 44, Missouri 31. Left wing, Cheney Johnson. Cheney, top of the circle for Miles Kelly. 3-ball, Miles, air ball. Saved by Cheney to Ja'Kai Howard, but out of bounds. As we pause, 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. 44-31, Auburn, Mizzou ball, 37.6. They get a run out. Perkins to the hole, jams it with the right hand. Game is down to an 11-point game. A half minute to go in the first.
Yeah, I thought we were trying to execute the 2-for-1 play where you score and then you try to get the ball back at the end of the game. We're still going to get the ball back, but we let a guy get a wide open layup on us.
Denver double team Cheney. Down the left side for Miles. They reach in on Miles and they foul him. The foul went against Perkins. The foul was actually Marcus Allen. And Miles goes to the line for 2 with 12 and a half seconds to go in the first half.
Auburn Tigers got a little bit lax on their movement of the basketball. The pass is not as crisp as it should be, giving the Missouri Tigers a chance to run through it and get their hands on it.
Grill, Allen, Perkins, and Robinson all with 2 fouls in the first half for Missouri. Free throw by Miles, rims out. Auburn 44, Missouri 33.
You can see a lot of firsts for the Auburn Tigers. The conference play is just a little bit different mentality.
Miles got the second to fall. Auburn by 12 with 12.5 seconds to go for Missouri. Full length of the floor to go for Mizzou.
With 12 seconds, we'll press full court. See if we can get a deflection.
Grill will trigger. Along the baseline, gets the ball inbound to Pierce. Now back to Warwick. 7 seconds. Down to 5. Warwick picked up in a hedge. Head fake. Launches a 3. Out of short. Well short. And the first half comes to a close.
Great defense by that possession.
At the break, Auburn 44, Missouri 33. SEC opener for both of these schools from Neville Arena. Time now for Conecuh halftime. And here is Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you. Auburn shot 58% of the first half, held Missouri to 42. And that included the visiting Tigers making 3 of their last 4 shots. Both coaches talking to the officials a bit as they get set to go off the court. Missouri's team gathering at midcourt, the way you would see a team huddle up and gather in a circle maybe after a game or before a game. They are doing that at halftime here before they go into the visitors' locker room. Let's get things started with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, and we'll start with the SEC games today. One other game underway in the league, and that is Vanderbilt and LSU. All right, no other developments. Missouri just heading off the floor. They've played about 10 minutes in Baton Rouge. Vanderbilt has the early lead in this seesaw matchup. Commodores lead the Bayou Bengals 20-17. Again, they've only played about 9 minutes or so of this game. Some finals in the SEC today. Top-ranked Tennessee, too much for number 23 Arkansas, 76-52. Igor Milicic, 13 points, 18 rebounds. The Volunteers stay undefeated to start the season. They move to 14-0 on the year. It was 10th-ranked Kentucky outlasting number 6 Florida at Rupp Arena, 106-100. Kobe Brea, 23 points to lead 6 in double figures for the Wildcats. Lamont Butler added 19 points and 8 assists for the Cats, who are 12-2. Florida suffers its first loss of the season. It was number 17 Mississippi State absolutely clobbering South Carolina, 85-50. Bulldogs shot 62% in the second half, limited South Carolina to under 30% for the ball game. Josh Hubbard led 4 Bulldogs in double figures. He hit 5 threes on the afternoon, scored 21 points, and Mississippi State really impressive in a win in Starkville over South Carolina, 85-50. Number 24 Ole Miss was a winner over Georgia, 63-51. Nearly half the points for the Rebels scored by 2 players, Matthew Morrell and Jermaine Brakefield, combined to score 30 of the Rebels' 63 points. Rebels win it by a dozen. They get to 12-2 on the year. Georgia falls to 12-2 on the season. Top 25 action outside the SEC today. Number 3, Iowa State went to 2-0 in Big 12 play with a win over number 25 Baylor earlier in Ames this afternoon, 74-55. A double-double for the Cyclones from Keyshawn Gilbert. He had 16 points and 10 rebounds. Iowa State moves to 12-1 on the season. Other finals in the top 25. Number 4 Duke went to Dallas and beat up on SMU, 89-62. It was 14th ranked Houston getting a 31-point win over BYU. That's a 10-win BYU team, but Houston clobbered the Cougars 86-55. Number 15, UCLA falls at Nebraska, an upset in the top 25. Huskers claim the Big Ten victory over the Bruins, 66-58. Also, Arizona went into number 16 Cincinnati and upset the Bearcats. Arizona just 7-5, but a really tough non-conference slate. They went to Cincy and won 72-67. That's a look at your Yellowwood scoreboard as Conecuh halftime continues. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics. A little later on, we'll have a check of the stats from the first 20 minutes of basketball. Auburn leads by a dozen here in the SEC openers. Tigers on top of Mizzou, 45-33. Hang tight. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Auburn family, it's time to join Aubie's Kids Club for this upcoming school year. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club memberships are on sale now. Presented by Chappie's Deli, Aubie's Kids Club offers 2 membership options that give you a t-shirt, a lunchbox, a men's basketball SEC Champions mini pennant, and more. You can also check in at different Auburn athletics events to receive points and earn prizes, only available through Aubie's Kids Club. So what are you waiting for? With memberships on sale now, head to Aubie'sKidsClub.com to join the coolest club on the plains.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
This is Conecuh halftime at Neville Arena. Auburn leads Missouri 45-33, and this look around Auburn athletics is presented, as always, by Auburn Bank, champions of you. It is opening day for the Auburn gymnastics team today, so the Tigers are in Nashville to get things started in a quad meet, the American Gold Women's Collegiate Gymnastics Classic. It's a podium quad meet at Nashville's Municipal Auditorium. Starts at 5:30 this afternoon. Tigers are going to be competing against number 1 Oklahoma, Nebraska, and BYU. Also a part of the session today. Auburn's going to open on bars tonight. The top 8 include a 5th year, 2 seniors, 3 sophomores, 1 redshirt freshman, and 1 freshman. And that experienced leadership comes from student athletes like Olivia Hollingsworth, Sophia Groth, now veterans and leaders on this team. Again, Auburn gymnastics getting underway in Nashville in a quad meet with BYU, Nebraska, and top-ranked Oklahoma. Tomorrow, women's basketball plays its first conference game on the road. The Tigers opened up with a loss to Ole Miss here Thursday night and now face LSU tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock Central Time at the Maravich Assembly Center. LSU is undefeated on the season. The Bayou Bengals took care of Arkansas handily on the road Thursday night, so it'll be their SEC opener in Baton Rouge. Auburn going on the road for the first time in conference play. Women's basketball back at home this coming Thursday against Arkansas at 6 o'clock. So check the full schedule for all the teams, all your favorite Auburn teams, by downloading the Auburn Game Day app. That's an Auburn Athletics Report presented by Auburn Bank. Here at the break, Auburn 45, Missouri 33. Stats are coming up next when Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Hi, I'm Whataburger's Breakfast on a Bun, or Bob.
And I'm Bob Ranchero. We're brothers.
We've both got signature sausage, fresh egg, and melty cheese.
And I've got picante salsa and pickled jalapenos. I'm the spicy one.
And I'm the reliable one.
And I'm reliably spicy.
No, being reliable is my thing.
Right, and I'm spicy.
Right.
Reliably spicy.
Oh my gosh.
Whataburger's Breakfast on a Bun, Bob Ranchero. Served 11 p.m. to 11 a.m.
10 to shoot. Now Broom double team. Who's open? How about a whip pass? Left side. Chad Baker, Mazzara three. Bang and a foul! Chad Baker, the three-point maker.
What a pass cross court by Janai Broom, leading the Tigers in assist, and he gets another one there, and Mazzara buried that three-point shot.
CBM went on to convert the four-point play, his third four-point play in the last game and a half, and second-ranked Auburn leads Missouri by a dozen here at Conecuh halftime. It's 45-33, and it's time to check the stats from the first 20 minutes of basketball. Auburn just was white-hot from the floor. The Tigers shot 58% in that first half. They were 7 of 13 from 3, 7 of 11 from inside the three-point line, and the Tigers made 10 of 14 free throw attempts in the first half. Auburn held Missouri to just 42% from the floor. I say just, that's a respectable percentage. Those Tigers were 11 of 26, but just 2 of 10 from long range. So 9 of 16, better than 50% inside the three-point arc. Auburn forcing Missouri to take some longer shots than it wants to take, and the Tigers are missing them, at least through the first half of basketball. Mizzou knocked down 9 of 12. Interesting to note, no team gets to the foul line more than Missouri, but today at Neville Arena, it's Auburn with 2 more free throw attempts and 1 more make than Mizzou here at the break. Some of the other team numbers, Auburn forced 7 turnovers, and they were efficient, averaging 2 points off every turnover. They scored 14 points off turnovers. Tigers gave it away 5 times, and Mizzou only converted those into 2 points. Points in the paint fairly close, second chance points fairly close, bench points fairly close. Missouri had a little bit of an edge in fast break scoring, 11-7. Rebounding was close. Mizzou with the advantage, 15-14. And they doubled up Auburn in offensive rebounds at 6-3. Some of the individual numbers in the first half, Missouri with balanced scoring, and that is on brand for them. Tamar Bates, the big fellow, was 3 of 8 from the floor, but he missed all 4 of his triple tries. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds. No Missouri player with more than 2 rebounds in the first half. Mark Mitchell had 6. Trent Pierce also scored 6 for Mizzou. Auburn's numbers individually. Janai Broom, the leader, 7th time that he reached double figures in the first half this season. He was 4 of 6 shooting, also 4 of 6 at the free throw line. 13 points. He also led everybody with 4 rebounds in the first half. Had a blocked shot as well. Dylan Cardwell had 3 blocks in the first half. Auburn blocked 6 shots in that first 20 minutes of basketball. Rounding out the scoring for Auburn, 8 points for Chad Baker-Mazzara, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Half a dozen points for Miles Kelly. He had 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. 5 points for Chaney Johnson and 2 assists for Chaney. 5 points for Tahad Pettiford as well. 3 points apiece for Denver Jones and Ja'Kai Howard, and then 2 points for Cardwell to go along with those 3 blocks, an assist, and a rebound. The first half stats are brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Here come the Tigers back on the floor. The second half is next, and Auburn leads by a dozen. Once again, your score at the half. Second-ranked Auburn, 45. Missouri, 33.
You've been listening to Conecuh Halftime. Conecuh is the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Get one on your next visit to Neville Arena, or make Conecuh part of your game day wherever you are. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us in Auburn or Opelika, or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated, usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for a big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigdurn Parkway and Wire Road.
Second half about to begin. It will be Missouri basketball to open the half. Auburn leads at 45-33. Any surprises for you, Randall Dickey, in that first half?
I think it's a really good game. The Missouri Tigers have came in. They've really defended well. The Auburn Tigers have played a little bit better. We've scored it a little bit easier. Our percentage is much better than Missouri. We've played very good defense. I think that they've played very well statistically, but maybe in the second and third unit, that's coming in, maybe we can find a second and third scoring. Janai's kind of got us off to a good start, and I think that we need to pick up where we left off.
That was one of the things Bruce Pearl was not thrilled with, his second and third units in that win against Monmouth on Monday.
Well, we've become used to the second unit really coming in and scoring at a pretty easy clip, but it gets harder when you get in conference play.
Grill gets the start at shooting guard in the second half. So they go to a three-guard lineup, does Missouri. Perkins at the top to the free throw line in the key against Broome. 15 to shoot for Mizzou. Off the right side now for Warwick. Actually, they're in a four-guard lineup. Warwick on the wing against Denver. Picks it up, goes down to the baseline. Perkins to the hole, missed it. Rebound, Janai Broome. His fifth rebound of the ballgame. Auburn the other way.
Good start for the Auburn Tigers defensively to win the first possession of the second half.
Miles Kelly near between the circles. Hands the ball to Denver Jones in the center circle. Shot clock at 15 for Auburn. Gets a screen. Hands the ball at the top. It's Cardwell. Dillon, left-hand pass down the left side for Broome. Janai with 9. Janai with 7. Janai to the baseline. Turnaround jumper off the glass. Not a good shot. Rebound comes to Gray for Missouri.
Both teams are real physical defensively.
Right wing three, Warwick missed it. Rebound Grill. Underneath Warwick in the lane. Out to the top, Gray. Grill, open three, right side, missed it. Rebound, Chad Baker. Ahead to Broom. Foot race the other way. Janai. Denver to the hole, lays it in. And an Auburn player is down. It's Dylan Cardwell underneath the basket. And he's holding his face. I have no idea what happened at that end of the floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He got poked in the eye or maybe hit in the bridge of the nose.
The layup is good for Denver. First bucket of the second half for either team. Dylan is now on his back. Clark Pearson is out. So is Mike Goodland. He must have taken a forearm to the face, we believe, as we get some replay looks. Oh, Gray hit him twice.
Yep.
Josh Gray hit him not once but twice. Hit him on the way up and hit him on the way down with his right hand or right arm. And the officials are looking at the replay monitor.
I think that was a little bit more intentional than the previous
I'm not
plays.
sure you can call that a basketball play. Well, one thing, he didn't have the ball. And Dylan gets up and walks off the floor under his own power.
Yeah, he's a pretty tough young man. He's been through the rigors of the SEC conference many times before, but he did take a pretty good punch.
He'll have to come out. The trainers came on the floor for Dylan. So that means Chaney Johnson will check into the Auburn lineup. Auburn leads Missouri 47-33. It was nice to see the big guy lead the break that time. And Janai with another assist, his second of the afternoon.
That's one thing that Auburn Tigers did that time. They got the ball, retrieved it off the deflection, got it to the other end quickly, and laid it in.
Looking at the replay, Gray hit him twice on the way up and on the way down. The experts at Sensor Green with Carrier create cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit sensorgreen.com. Carrier. Turn to the experts. Need some heating today. A little bit chilly and about to get much colder across the country. Temperatures down into the 20s this week. Randall Dickey.
Well, that'll be good. We'll have to put another log on the fire, that's for sure.
Yeah. Clock is stopped with 18:46 in the second. Auburn 47, Missouri 33. Looking at the possibility of a flagrant foul on Josh Gray against Dylan Cardwell.
It's going to be interesting to see how
Sure
they
is.
rule on this, because the first one I can understand when they made contact, Cardwell goes to box him out. He takes a pretty good hit there, but the swim move, and that's one thing that I will say, if you're scouting the Missouri Tigers, one of the traits they have as a team and a unit, they do a lot of swimming with their arms and their legs. They really swim through that paint, and sometimes they inadvertently hit you, and it does not feel good when it's above the shoulders.
Most importantly, Dylan seems to be fine. He has to come out because the trainer came on the floor for him. But the review continues with Pat Adams and KB Burnett Jr.
Well, they're probably getting a little bit more advice over from the Birmingham, and
now we'll get the call, apparently. KB Burnett Jr. goes to the Auburn huddle to explain to Bruce Pearl.
I'd say it's going to be a flagrant
I would too, but we have not received any official word at this point. Auburn had a basket, and then play was stopped with Dylan underneath the other basket, the defensive end, and then they went to the review.
So we just scored then. The basket will count. And then maybe we'll see when we get a free throw here, and then it'll be Missouri's ball, I would think.
It is a flagrant foul against Gray, a flagrant one. That's his second foul, and that puts Chad Baker-Mazara at the free throw line for Auburn. Chad Baker with 8 points in the first half, including 3 more free throws, which gives him 42 in a row, an Auburn record. Now, does Auburn get the ball after these free throws?
I wouldn't think so. I think we get rewarded the free throws and then the art of possession.
Or is it one free throw for Chad?
It may be one free throw and then Missouri gets the basketball.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not quite sure.
They're explaining to Bruce Pearl the procedure right now. Chad Baker's still waiting to shoot. Oh, they're going to send Chaney Johnson to the free throw line. I guess since it was Cardwell that was fouled, they put Chaney at the line because he replaced him in the lineup. 2 free throws for Chaney. First free throw by Chaney. Good.
Well, that's one rule I did not know about. If the impact to a certain player and he has to leave the game, the player that replaces him has to take the free throw.
Yep. Chaney had both.
Really good by Chaney Johnson stepping up there.
All right, it's been a 4-point trip down the floor, and now Auburn gets the ball, I think.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Shot clock at 20, 16-point lead for Auburn, matches the largest lead for your Tigers.
Mizzou continues to zone baseline out of bounds plays.
It's been a 4-point trip down the floor right now. And Chaney Johnson will trigger baseline right. And Dennis Gates is asking, I think he's questioning whether Auburn should have the ball or Missouri gets the ball. And Pat Adams is explaining it. And the Mizzou head coach is not thrilled with the explanation, just judging from the look on his face. It remains Auburn ball.
Let's go to the alternate possession on that, I guess.
Inbound Broom in the corner. At the top, Chad Baker-Mazara. Left wing, Miles. Shot clock at 14. Pulls it out near the sideline on the hash mark. Miles behind the back dribble. 9 to shoot. Free throw line down the lane. Goes up for a wild shot. He missed it. And the rebound pulled in for Missouri by Marcus Allen. He starts the break for Mizzou. Drives, goes up and gets blocked. Ball goes off of Allen, out of bounds. That ball went off of the Missouri player, but they're going to give the ball to Missouri.
Yeah, the official was behind him, and he had a bad angle. He needed some help from the outside official there.
And Missouri will go to its bench and bring Mark Mitchell in. Auburn 49, Missouri 33. That ball was clearly out of bounds off the Missouri player after the block. Allen was half out of bounds when the ball hit him and then rolled out of bounds.
As we spoke earlier about the tendencies of the Missouri Tigers, this is kind of like the way they want to play. Slow, a little bit deliberate, with lots of whistles.
Perkins throws it away to Broom. 1-on-1 the other way. Now 1-on-2 to the hole, good.
Beautifully done, shielded his body into the defender and used his offhand to lay it in.
Biggest lead for Auburn, 18 points as Broom took it coast to coast. Top of the circle, Perkins. Down the left side of the lane, underneath. Head fake twice, goes up, foul. Well, let's see if they get Broom or Chad Baker-Mazara.
Yeah, I think it's Baker-Mazara.
Yep,
got him
that's
from
his
behind.
third. And it will send Marcus Allen to the line for 2. First foul against Auburn in the half. Third foul against Mazara in the game. And Allen, who is 2 for 2 in this game, and 20 for 21 this season, is at the stripe for a couple. Freshman out of Miami, Florida, Norland High School. Missed the free throw. It's an unusual style, Randall.
He does. He has a kind of a weird
Not
delivery.
a lot of elbow in this free throw.
It's all wrist. He breaks the ball above his shoulder and then just kind of flicks his wrist.
Knocked that second one home.
But he's been an outstanding free throw
Yes, he
shooter
has.
on the season.
Tamar Bates in, and Allen comes out for Missouri. Auburn's lead, 17 points, 51-34, 18:02 in the second half. Johnson, the inbound, Kelly. Now to Denver Jones, who brings it up the floor. Denver walks it across midcourt, shot clock at 23. Between the rings. Denver looks right, gets the ball to Chad Baker-Mazara. Around Grill into the right corner. 3 ball, good.
Beautiful step back by Chad Baker-Mazara.
54-34, 20-point lead for Auburn. Perkins, top of the circle. Picked up by Miles Kelly. Right wing 3 by Pierce. No. Rebound to Miles. Had to fight off Janai Broom for that board. Here's Denver the other way. Tigers by 20 and with the ball. Your Tigers. Denver blows past his man. Left wing step back three. Good!
Back-to-back 3 points. Baskets by the Auburn Tigers is spreading this out. It's about to get away from the Missouri Tigers.
Timeout, Mizzou! Auburn 57, Missouri 34. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected. SeatGeek, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. Just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
The 11 double-figure games this season for Chad Baker Mazzara. Auburn leads at 57-34. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Chad Baker. Denver Jones, 8 points, a rebound, 4 assists. But Randall, it's the defense for Auburn here in the start of the second half.
Well, the Missouri Tigers came out. They're 0 for 5 right off the bat in this first segment of the second half with 2 turnovers. AU continues shooting. The Auburn Tigers continue to shoot 60%, 9 for 15 from the three-point line, 18 points off turnovers, which is a huge fact.
It's a difference in the ballgame right
and
now.
And back-to-back threes will make you, as the Missouri Tigers, maybe looking to let go of the rope.
17-13 in the second half. Biggest lead of the game for Auburn at 23 points, 57-34. Mizzou ball, full length of the floor to go. Auburn presses. Mitchell in the backcourt, and Auburn is called for a foul before the ball is inbounded. It's Miles Kelly who held. He is joined by Chaney Johnson, Denver Jones, Shani Brim, Chad Baker Mazzara. Mitchell the inbound to Grill. Now to Perkins, who'll bring it up the floor for Missouri. 57-34, Auburn Tigers have outscored Mizzou 12-1 to start the second half. At the top, Mitchell. To Pierce down the left side of the lane against Broom. Reverse layup, it's good.
They called a good play on it after the timeout. Missouri did. Executed it to perfection and found themselves getting a layup.
Auburn by 21, 16-45 in the first half. Denver Jones. Out on the left wing, crossover dribble, step back three ball Denver. Nope. Rebound comes out of there to Grill. Ahead to Perkins. Perkins drives down the lane. Underneath against Denver. Out to the top for Grill. On the right wing it comes for Tamar Bates. 16 to shoot for Missouri. To Perkins straight away. Left side Pierce against Chaney. Inside the arc. Hands on the wing. Perkins. Down the lane Bates. Or rather Mitchell put it up, may have been blocked. Rebound comes to Miles Kelly. I think Broom got a piece of that shot.
A good defensive series there to get a shutout on that possession.
Auburn is led by as many as 23. We're under 16 minutes in the second half. Auburn leads 57-23. Make that 57-36. Down the left side, Denver. Baseline left, gets the ball. Turnaround jumper. Chaney Johnson easily home.
That's easy pickings for Chaney Johnson. If you play behind him and he gets it deep on that block, he can turn around.
There's a
and shoot
steal.
right over you.
Chad Baker-Mazzara ahead to Miles Kelly. Behind the back pass, stolen by Grill, and here's Mizzou the other way. He was trying to set up Janai Broom. Grill straight away, 3 for Mizzou. No. Whistle, foul. It's going to be a push on Mitchell going for the rebound.
I think the Tigers were very fortunate there. You, in transition, you really have a 2-on-1. You make a behind-the-back bounce pass, full speed. It gets away. Come down and give up an open 3, and they miss it. Fortunate to get the push off.
Timeout on the floor, 15:27 to go. Auburn ball. When we come back, your Tigers lead it 59-36, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Get comprehensive coverage of every Auburn basketball game right here on the Auburn Sports Network on the Regions Bank postgame show. Analysis, scores, stats, plus an exclusive interview with head coach Bruce Pearl. Regions Bank is proud to be the official bank of the SEC. Don't go anywhere after the final buzzer. Stay tuned for the Regions Bank postgame show only on the Auburn Sports Network.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Back at Neville Arena, Brad Law courtside with the check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. One other SEC game in progress now. They have gone to the half in Baton Rouge, where Vanderbilt leads LSU 34-27. Vanderbilt forced 11 LSU turnovers in the first half, and that's why it's the Commodores by 7 at the break in Baton Rouge. In the ACC, one game in progress now, and that is Louisville leading Virginia 52-45 in Charlottesville. 7 minutes to go. Earlier today in South Bend, North Carolina got a 4-point play at the buzzer to beat Notre Dame 74-73. That's probably the most brutal loss of the day for any team. Right here, it's Auburn leading Missouri 59-36. 15:27 to go in the SEC opener. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burke.
Certainly for a home team,
yeah,
you lose on a 4-point play in the final seconds. Chaney Johnson will trigger. Denver Jones, Chad Baker-Mazzara, Miles Kelly, and Janai Broom. The Auburn 5, the inbound to Miles. Tamar Bates guards Miles. By the way, Auburn has outscored Missouri 18-2 off turnovers today. Kelly to Denver Jones near the midline. Spins, gets around his man, brings it to the right wing, hits Janai at the top. Left wing for Miles Kelly. Low post Chaney, and it's knocked out of bounds from behind by Trent Pierce. That'll bring Chris Moore. Good to see Tahad Pettiford back in after he took a hard spill in the first half. Allen replaces Mitchell for Missouri. 9 to shoot for Auburn. Auburn leads it by 23, 59-36. 15:06 to go in the second half. Moore will trigger in front of the Auburn bench down the left sideline. Inbound Broom, guarded by Allen. Top of the circle, Chaney. Left wing, Denver. 5 to shoot. Low post, Janai. Turn, shoots, didn't get it. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Robinson for Missouri. They're 3-on-1 the other way. Robinson hangs and missed it. Ooh, they had a 3-on-1. Here's Auburn the other way. Denver to Pettiford. That means Denver works on the wing now.
That won't build your confidence very much when you're 3-on-1 and you don't get a ball in a basket. So Auburn Tigers score here. It may get away from the Missouri Tigers.
Pettiford gets a screen, pokes a 3, didn't get it. Rebound Grill for Missouri. Ahead to Bates. Left wing. Pierce, reach in on Cheney. Second foul on Cheney Johnson. Third foul against Auburn, 2 against Missouri, 14-22 in the second. Auburn 59, Missouri 36. Got to take care of business today. You're on the road for 2 straight games for Auburn. Tuesday night, late at 8 o'clock, on the road at Texas. And then South Carolina a week from today in Columbia. Robinson, Broom, put his hand on him, and Broom got called for the foul.
Well, it's one thing that this is a big stretch right here. This is something I think the coaches are trying to, we've got a pretty good, comfortable lead, but this unit right here has got to do a little bit better. We've kind of been a little bit like pulling teeth. It's just not been very smooth. We hadn't executed offensively, and we fouled on the defensive end.
Robinson into the corner. Pierce for 3. Missed it long. Rebound Grill out at the top. Grill to Allen. Hands there to Bates. Penetrates down the left side. Gets pinned underneath the basket. Broom blocked it out of bounds. Off of Missouri. Auburn ball. My mistake.
Yeah, I think Janai made an outstanding block on it, but it was kind of celebrating a little bit, thinking it was Auburn's ball.
10 on the shot clock. Inbound. Broom had it. Oh, and they got Janai. He was guarding Allen, and Janai just picked up his third.
Kind of reached over the back.
An easy foul to call. Out at the top, Pettiford knocks it away. But Tahad couldn't pull it in. He goes down. Missouri with numbers the other way. Grill, left corner, 3 ball in the air, missed. Weak side rebound, out of bounds off Missouri. That's Auburn ball. Auburn has outscored Missouri 14-3 in the second half. Play getting a little ragged at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, it's
Broom out, Cardwell in. Janai sits down with 3 fouls.
Get a little substitution here, get a little smoother offensively. We've got a comfortable lead, but we don't want to just continue letting Missouri Tigers chip away at us.
Pettiford across midcourt for Auburn, shot clock at 19. He's in the center circle. Pettiford against Robinson. Right wing, 3 ball. Nope, long. Rebound tap. Cheney Johnson runs it down in the left corner. Gets it to the wing for Denver. Right wing, Tahad, 3, good!
That time he was really in rhythm, got his feet up underneath him, and he let it go, and his shot really looked good. I think he's pressed a little bit, trying to do a little bit too much today, but it was good to see that ball go in the basket for Tahad.
Pierce was down on the play. He gets up, walks off the floor. And for the first time today, we'll see T.O. Barrett, a 6'4" freshman out of Oklahoma City, check into the lineup. Oh, they called a foul on Cardwell. Did that erase the 3 by? It did not erase the 3 by Pettiford.
No,
that's the second foul on Dillon. They may look and see if this is a flagrant.
I think it's they're looking at contact above the shoulders there.
So a 3 by Pettiford, a foul on Cardwell, and now they're looking to see if the foul on Cardwell is a flagrant. 62-36 Auburn, 13:23 to go in the second half. This lead, the biggest of the ball game for Auburn.
Yeah, the Missouri Tigers are trying to really slow this down.
And not working.
Yeah, they're tangled up on the, look like they're tangled up on the block.
Cardwell had gone down on the play as the ball went into the corner. A 3 missed by Pettiford. Auburn got the rebound in the corner. They threw it out to the top. Jones penetrated a double team. Pettiford off the right side. Cardwell threw down the Missouri player.
Well, I think Dillon just kind of shrugged it off like
a defensive end.
Pretty easily.
It's just a common foul on Dillon, his second. Missouri gets the ball. And Auburn's lead is still 62-36. 13:23 to go in the second half.
I think Dylan just kind of flexed his shoulder muscles and the guy kind of went flying, and that could happen as big as Dylan is.
Those are significant shoulder muscles too.
Yeah, we want to tangle with that bear.
Yep.
But that's good. It was nothing. Now we can get into a good series. We've scored the basket. Get a good defensive stop right here.
Mizzou ball down by 26. Allen to the right wing. Open three ball. They left him wide open and he scores.
I think that's a 2. Was it?
Got him for 2. Inbound knocked out of bounds by Missouri. Foot was on the line by Marcus Allen, his first field goal of the day. Moore comes out. Ja'Kai Howard is in.
Sure going to be an outstanding player. He's really played well today.
Full length of the floor to go. Full court pressure by Missouri against Auburn. Cheney to midcourt for Ja'Kai. To the right wing. Waits for numbers. Now Pettiford, free throw line. Floating, Yogi puts it in from the right side.
He's got that shot down. That really floated to the basket. He's got good touch, and he actually used his weak hand.
64-38 Tigers. 12:46 in the second. Allen on the left wing. On the wing it goes to Barrett. Around Cardwell. Drives to the hole. Kicks it into the corner. 3 ball by, no, he didn't take it. He spins, ball deflected out of there. A steal, Jones knocked it away. Cheney ahead to Denver. Now to Tahad. Head fake at 3. Left-hand dribble. Pettiford backs it up. Couple really good freshmen, or young players right here. Robinson, a sophomore, Pettiford, a freshman. Tahad, right wing against Robinson. Bumped to the baseline. To the wing, Howard. Ball deflected away. Steal by Allen. And it's stolen by Cheney. Ahead, Denver Jones. Left wing. Open 3. Didn't get it. Rebound tapped out. Missouri the other way. Bodies flying everywhere. Barrett ahead for Mizzou. Against Cardwell. Puts it up. He didn't get it. Rebound Cheney. Baseball pass ahead for Pettiford. Tahad with Auburn leading by 26 points. 11:45 in the second half. Pettiford almost to midcourt. Working on Bates. Screen by Cardwell. Turns the corner. And he double dribbled. Yep, sure did. And we have a timeout. Probably a good time for one.
I think it's a really good time for one.
11:36 to go in the second. Auburn 64, Missouri 38. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Stay tuned. Brad Law gives you an update when we come back. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
Yeah, I'll give you Protect the Perimeter. Sure. Brad Law at Neville Arena. This half, Auburn has held Missouri to 14% shooting. Mizzou is just 2 of 4, or 14 rather, 2 of 14 this half from the floor. Mizzou 0 of 6 from long range. Auburn defensively has held Missouri to just 2 of 16 from beyond the arc. This is a Missouri team that came in shooting better than 36% from Treyland. Today, those Tigers are 12.5%. And Caleb Grill, who was making his comeback from the neck injury and is a top 3-point shooter on the team. Most makes and over 50%. He's 0 for 3 from distance in this game. 64-39, Auburn the lead, 11:36 to go. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
Missouri, one of 4 teams nationally that has scored 75 points in every game this season. 11:36 to go in this one. They have 39 points right now. Auburn leads 64-39, Mizzou ball.
Going to give the Auburn Tigers a chance to press a little bit. Maybe we can smooth this game out a little bit, make it a little bit smoother this next segment.
Honor Boateng into the ball game for the first time today, freshman out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Barrett on the wing left side for Warwick. At the top, it's Allen. Hands to Barrett. Around a screen, down the lane to the baseline. Allen, three fakes, missed it. Rebound mid lane though, and it comes to Warwick. Warwick on the right wing. Left-hand dribble, top of the circle against Cardwell. Drives on Dillon. Goes underneath, shoots over Dillon, and got it.
Could really score that ball, Warwick, and it really score. Left-handed player from transfer from Northern Kentucky.
Pettiford between the circles. Off the right side. Drives down the lane to the hole. Up and under, no good. He went down, Missouri the other way. Underneath, Boateng into the corner. Drive to the hole, head fake. Off back to the right wing, down to the baseline. Warwick drives to the hole, he scores. 2 straight baskets for Marquez Warwick.
Yeah, he can back-to-back baskets. And give the Tigers going to run a set play here, try to dictate where the shot's going to come from, try to get back in the groove offensively.
64-43 Auburn, 10-11 in the second half. Pettiford's pass to the left wing was deflected out of bounds. Auburn retains possession with 17 to shoot. Aiden Shaw is into the ball game for Missouri, replacing Marcus Allen. Shaw Jr. from Overland Park, Kansas. Considered their best overall athlete. 6'9", 210 pounds. 4 of 7 from 3. I believe this is his first action of the day.
I think so as well.
Howard will trigger, left sideline for Auburn. Just beyond the Tiger Auburn bench. Howard looking for an inbound. Gets it to Chaney Johnson. Cruz almost got it. Chaney gets past Cruz, goes up, got it!
Beautifully done. He's a hard driver. Chaney Johnson continues to get better throughout as the season goes on.
11 on the day for Chaney. 9:56 second half. Auburn 66, Mizzou 43. Shaw hands to Barrett at the top. Barrett off the left side, underneath for Shaw, give and go, and he scores with the left hand. Chaney looking for an inbound, leads Pettiford up the floor. Missouri continues to press. 66-45 Auburn. 9:30 to go in the second half. Jones, low post broom outside the lane, spins to the baseline to the hole, yes, and one!
All-American move by Janai Broom. What a spin move, laid it in the basket and drew the foul.
Buddy, that was a quick spin to the baseline by Janai.
Young man's hard to guard.
Ooh. Broom, now 17 points, 5 rebounds on the day. A chance for the end, one play for Janai. Janai, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Free throw by Janai. Missed it long, rebound to Jakai. Right back up, and he was fouled as it rolled off the iron.
Outstanding effort by Jakai Howard, the young freshman from Boston. Going to be a really good player. He's got loads of ability. Pretty thin compared to the thickness of the players on the court in league play, though.
6'6" freshman, 185 pounds. He'll get a couple. Missed the first one off the back of the iron.
You need to see the ball go in the basket just to become comfortable offensively.
He got the second one to fall. Chakai's first free throw today, 4 points on the afternoon. 69-45. Auburn with the lead, 9:16 in the second. Warwick, top of the circle, Cruz for three. Straight away, good.
Yeah, this group that Missouri has in now is executing well. They've gone to a little bit smaller lineup with 4 guards.
Trims Auburn's lead to 21 points. Howard works straight away against Barrett. To Broom near the top of the circle. Spins past Shaw. To the hole. Yes! And a foul.
Another finish. Showed his low post skills the previous play. He showed his perimeter skill from behind the three-point line. Spin move, put it on the deck one time and laid it in and drew another foul.
You want to go one-on-one against Janai Broom that far away from the basket?
I think if
that's what happens.
Yeah, I think if I were guarding, I'd holler, help, help, help.
The and one now for Janai. 17 points, make it 18 on the day for the All-American National Player of the Year candidate.
Just really effective. He's just so productive statistically, and then he just makes our team better when he's in the game.
Warwick inside the arc, down the right side of the lane. Knocks Kelly down, goes up for a shot, a block from behind, and a late whistle on a foul against Cheney Johnson. That'll be the third on the senior out of Alabaster, Alabama. Oh, they got Howard, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Chakai thought he was going to get another breakaway. He kind of made the deflection and then took off to the other end quickly.
Oh, what might have happened there, huh?
It would have been scary. It would have been Air Howard then.
Warwick's free throw is missed.
This amazes me. The great fans of the Auburn Tigers, they continue to be loud, even with a comfortable lead.
Warwick got the second free throw to fall. Mizzou to its bench. Marcus Allen is in, and Shaw comes out. Pretty deep Missouri ball club, isn't it? One of the deeper teams we've seen against Auburn all year.
Certainly, and young talent too. The young man from Miami is going to be an outstanding player.
Auburn 72, Missouri 49. Broom outside the arc, left side. Ball deflected to Howard, right wing. Goes baseline. Chakai has the ball knocked away. Here's Mizzou the other way. Homer Boateng to Cruz in the right corner for three. Good.
Back-to-back threes for that young man. He's got a good wrist on him as well.
Auburn's lead is down to 20. 7:56 to go in the second half. Todd Pettiford out at the top. Near the left hash mark. Foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Mizzou. I think it will go against Cruz.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a media timeout here below the 8-minute mark here.
Sixth foul against Missouri. Takes us to a timeout break. 7:51 to go. Auburn 72, Missouri 52. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the new and improved Auburn Game Day app. It's fully customizable to your interests with the new My Auburn tab. Plus, buy tickets, skip concession lines, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and get live in-game scoring. Plus, listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics, the Auburn Game Day app. Download it now.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
The passion
passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Law courtside at Neville Arena as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard, as we typically do. Vanderbilt leads LSU 42-37 in Baton Rouge. They're about 3 minutes into the second half in that game, a low-scoring defensive struggle. Vanderbilt led it at the half. In the 4 games that are final, the team leading at the half won 3 of those 4 games. Here, Auburn led by 12 at the half. The Tigers lead now by 20, 72-52 over Missouri. 7:51 to play. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard update as we get it back to Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
ID.
Let's pause 10 seconds first for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. It has been a day for the home teams as well in the SEC. And with that said, Auburn spends the next 2 games on the road. Texas Tuesday night. That's an 8 o'clock start from the Moody Center in Austin. Our coverage begins at 7:30. And then a week from today, Auburn at South Carolina. Auburn ball out of bounds, baseline left.
You always shoot it a little bit better when you're at home, and it certainly shows across the league today.
Inbound at Janai. Pinned on the baseline left side, gets it into the corner, maintains his dribble, spins baseline, draws a double team, now a triple team, and loses the ball. Barrett with the steal. Barrett up the floor, gets the ball to Allen. Free throw line left side to Barrett. Open for a 3, doesn't take it. Now picked up by Broom outside the arc. 17 to shoot. Crossover dribble. Maintains the dribble. Gets past Broom. Head fake against Janai. Put it up, Janai blocked it. And the rebound to Janai. Block and a rebound for Janai.
Really good one-on-one defense by Janai Broom at that time.
72-52 Tigers of Auburn. Pettiford between the rings. Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara into the right corner. Bounce pass Broom to the right wing outside the arc. Janai one-on-one against Enor Boateng. Throws it away. Steal. Up the right sideline. Marcus Allen all the way to the hole. Foul on Auburn. Allen will go to the line for 2.
Maybe CBM's 4th.
I think they called it on Janai. That's his 4th.
Oh.
And Allen will be at the line. The second half's been a little bit rugged at both ends of the floor.
It has. It's been a little bit of a uncomfortable play, but it's been good for the Tigers getting the young guys in the game, getting a little bit more experience, trying to get them prepared for what's in front of them down the stretch.
Free throw good by Allen. He's now 22 of 24 from the free throw line this season. Pettiford, Kelly, Baker-Mazzara, Johnson, and Broom for Auburn. Second free throw rims out. Chaney with another rebound for the Tigers. That's the Auburn Tigers. They press a little bit. Auburn gets it forward. Broom across midcourt. Janai picks it up. Gets the ball to Hyde Pettiford in the center circle. Picked up by Boateng. Drives past Boateng. Lobs it. Alley-oop. It's good off the glass by Janai.
Good decision by Tahad. He's starting to settle into his game today. Put it on the deck off the ball screen. Gets to the paint. They help off, and he lays it to Broom for the nice touch.
6:25 in the second half. 74-53 Auburn. Cruz spins through a double team. Picks up the dribble. Gets the ball now to Marquez Warwick, who loses it. Pettiford ahead. Broom, Chaney Johnson as well. Chaney to the hole. Right hand hammer with the tomahawk.
Highlights show what a tomahawk dunk. Good pass by Tahad Pettiford and a slam dunk by Chaney Johnson.
Timeout with 6:05 to go in the second half, called by Missouri. We'll keep it here during the timeout. 76-53 Auburn. Last home game for Auburn without the students. Judging from the ticket sales for this one, you cannot tell. I mean, it is packed to the gills here today.
Oh, it's one of the most famous arenas in America. It's electrifying.
62 consecutive sellouts.
But I think the biggest thing is not only the Auburn Tiger fans come in to cheer hard, but it is so much fun to watch this team play. The exciting plays they have.
22
just
for Broom,
energizes
13 for Chaney Johnson, 11 for Chad Baker, 10 for Pettiford. Denver Jones, 8 points, a rebound, 7 assists.
It's a really clean game.
Yeah, it is.
Auburn Tigers have got 18 assists on 26 baskets.
6:03 and counting in the second. 76-53 Auburn. Mizzou basketball, Barrett running the show right now for Mizzou. Left wing, Boateng, low post Cruz against Broom. Shoots over Janai, didn't get it. Rebound, tapped out, it comes to Chaney Johnson. And now Pettiford can bring it up the floor.
They're going to squeeze this last 5 minutes down. They're going to execute. Just make sure they're going to slow it down a little bit.
Pettiford at the free throw line. Up from 15, missed it short. Rebound, jam attempt by Chad Baker. He didn't get it. And here's Barrett the other way for Mizzou. Twice between the legs to the right hand. Barrett wants to pass, doesn't have an open man. Gets to the right wing with 15 to shoot. Now top of the circle for Allen. Heads to Boateng. Knocked away. Boateng goes down. Throws it into the right corner for Warwick for three. Good. Marquez Warwick with the three.
They were just fortunate right then.
4:56. Pat Adams, Chad Baker, Mazzara with a conversation coming down the floor. Pettiford, center circle. Switches to the right hand. Wants a screen from Broom. Gets the ball to Janai. Looks underneath. Janai. Chaney on the right side. Loses it. Barrett with the steal. Ahead to Allen. That is 12 turnovers today for Auburn.
Yeah, kind of caught it in traffic. He tried to sweep the ball from one side of his body to the other and lost it.
Barrett, right wing Cruz, another three ball. Didn't get this one. Rebound, Allen goes down and loses the ball out of bounds. 4:21 to go in the second half. Bruce Pearl almost at midcourt talking defense, I think, to Tahad.
Really coaching him hard. He's got to have that young man to come along. The pressure, the speed of the game, the intensity of each possession is different in conference play. Tahad will learn that. It's just he needs a few more trips up and down the floor with it.
Right wing Chad Baker. Swim move, baseline. Lobs it underneath. He wanted to get the alley-oop, Miles, but he wasn't ready. Here's Mizzou the other way. Barrett to the hole, and he's fouled and fouled hard. Oh, and they got a technical foul on Auburn. Pat Adams called a technical on somebody. I wonder if that's Chad Baker Mazzara. That may be a continuation of the conversation they had going to the other end of the floor. Or did they get Pettiford? Pettiford called for a technical.
Yeah, I think they've been, the last few trips, there's been quite a bit of little chippiness going on between the two teams. And I think officials want to kind of send a message that we're getting a league play. It's time to button up and just concentrate on playing.
Warwick at the line for two. Free throw is good. You're not going to get gooey fries out of this guy, friends. 4:05 in the second. Warwick makes both free throws. And now the shooting fouls. And it's Barrett at the line. A freshman out of Oklahoma City. Oklahoma played at Link Academy. I believe that's in Branson, Missouri.
It is right there adjacent to the state of Oklahoma. Beautiful area in the Ozarks.
And trout fishing on the White River.
That great rainbow trout up there. Woo.
Barrett missed the free throw. Is Gooey Fries in play right here? The Auburn students believe so. Barrett takes care of it, though, and knocks home the second. 4 minutes to go. Second half. Auburn 76, Missouri 59. Denver Jones across midcourt. Barrett fouled. Yeah, it is getting a little chippy, isn't it?
It is. It's just kind of a lopsided game. And
Auburn shooting the one in bonus when we come back. 3:56 in the second. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. The official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. 3:56 to go. Auburn 76, Missouri 59. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
Along with Randall Dickey and Brad Lawman, version 3:56 to go in the second half. Auburn leads 76-59. Next on the road, the Tigers at Texas Tuesday night at 8. Our coverage starts at 2:30 from Moody Center, the Moody Center in Austin. And then the Tigers play at South Carolina on Saturday afternoon at 12 Central. Our coverage begins at 11:30 Central from Carolina Coliseum.
Should be a fun week.
You're not kidding.
It's going to get more interesting as the day goes on today, but throughout each week as this SEC conference unfolds, some outstanding teams, the challenges at teams, who can overcome the injuries, the fatigue, the relentless pressure that is enormous in the SEC to perform at an extremely high level. Right now, we feel really good about our Auburn Tigers going forward.
Denver Jones at the free throw line for a one in bonus for Denver. 7 assists and 1 turnover today for the senior out of Newmarket, Alabama. At the free throw line, a one in bonus. 8 points on the afternoon for Denver. Make it 9.
Just so valuable for this team. He just makes other guys better around him as his assist just continues to climb throughout the season. 7 today.
Second free throw for Denver. He's in double figures. 10 points on the afternoon for Denver Jones.
Looks like a zone 2-2-1 press. Tigers are trying to experiment a little bit, trying to keep other teams offset in their scouting, going to the 1-1-3 zone, falling back into that.
Barrett through the lane, out to the top, ball deflected almost to midcourt. Boateng recovers to Cruz on the right wing. Drives with the left hand at the free throw line, underneath. Loses the ball, gets the ball off the right side for Warwick. Warwick, pull away jumper, baseline right, missed it. Rebound Janai. Outlet for Miles Kelly.
Really good series in the zone. They press full court zone, drop back into the zone and win the possession.
Auburn ball, Chad Baker Mazar between the circles, Chaney Johnson. Chad Baker left sideline. near the hash. Lobs it. Broom, left side of the lane. Faces up against Allen. Spins against Allen. Spins again and scores.
Just putting on a clinic. When he gets that ball on that block, he is just one of the best, maybe the best.
I haven't seen one better this year. 80-59 Auburn. 2:51 in the second half. Barrett way out on the left wing. Denver Jones approaches him. Crossover dribble Barrett. Right wing. Head fake at 3 by Warwick. 7 to shoot for Missouri. Behind the back dribble inside the arc, spins. Loses the ball. Gets Miles Kelly off his feet. Miles is called for the foul. Be the third foul on Miles Kelly. Came with 4.3 on the shot clock.
Yeah, it's something they'll review in the film tomorrow. Talk about when he gets to have a clock in your head. Don't foul late clock situations, especially when a guy's in a speed dribble. Just make him take a bad shot, challenge a shot. If he makes it, he makes it, especially in the spread we have right now.
Warwick for 2. First free throw is good. His career high came against Tennessee Tech when he was playing at Northern Kentucky. He scored 45 back on November 27th to 22. Janai Broom checks out probably for the last time. 24.7 rebounds, 2 assists for Janai.
Warwick's going to continue to climb the minute ladder for the Missouri Tigers because he can really play. He's got a good wrist on him. He can score it. He's got age on him.
Knocks home both free throws. Auburn 80, Missouri 61. Denver Jones between the circles. Allen jumps out on him. Low post pass intended for Jaheim Hudson. Didn't get there. And here's Mizzou the other way. Barrett against Turtle. Loses it. Chad Baker-Mazara the other way. And Chad Baker fouled by Warwick. And almost a circus shot went in for Chad Baker-Mazara.
Chad Baker has such a flair to his game and such a spirit that's enjoy you watch him play. He plays with emotion. If he'd have made that shot, the roof may have came off the Neville Arena.
Chad goes to the line for a couple. 3 of 3 from the free throw line today. Now 4 of 4. (81-61) Tigers, 2:14 to go. Big breath for the lefty out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Free throw good. 44 consecutive free throws made by CB&S.
Setting that bar pretty high for the next guy to chase.
You're not kidding. 44 and counting. 2:06 second half. 82-61 Auburn. Mizzou ball, Allen straight away at the top. Right wing, Boateng. Inside the arc, right side. Now back out to the wing for Warwick. To Allen. He'll take a 3. Didn't get it. Warwick gets the rebound. Left wing for Barrett. Shot clock at 13 for Mizzou. Barrett to the baseline. Double team there. Out to the top for Warwick. 7 to shoot. Long 3 by Warwick. Good. Warwick's had a nice game off the bench. He's Missouri's leading scorer with 19 points. He's the only player in double figures.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Excuse me. 122. Denver, 3 ball, left side. Didn't get it. Rebound to Turtle. Back up, he didn't get it. And the rebound to Cruz for Mizzou.
Turtle was a bit surprised with that offensive rebound.
Warwick to Cruz. Goes baseline against Hudson. Pinned underneath the basket. Goes up for a shot, didn't get it. Rebound, Shaney Johnson in traffic. Just rips it out of there for Auburn. Lobs it ahead, didn't get it there. Boateng with a steal for Mizzou. Most turnovers of the season for Auburn. Boateng tried to dunk it. It would have been a circus dunk, but he was fouled on his way up. And the foul goes against Shaney Johnson, his 3rd.
That's one thing you like about Shaney Johnson. He just continues to try. His effort is always there.
Blake Michalek, Presley Patterson, C.J. Williams. As Auburn will empty its bench. Free throw by Boateng. It's good. Chad Baker-Mazara checks out. So does Miles Kelly. So does Denver Jones. Auburn to go to 1-0 in SEC play. 13-1 on the season. Have held Missouri 22 points under their season average in scoring.
37% shooting, that's amazing.
Boateng makes both.
The defense has just been sensational.
82-66 Auburn. Final 48 seconds to go in the second half. Michalek across midcourt for the Tigers. To the left hand, gets a screen. Near the center circle off the left side. Behind the back dribble. Crossover dribble, ball deflected away. Stolen by Allen. He drives to the hole, put it up, and scores. Final 32 seconds to go. Presley Patterson will bring it up the floor. Game clock, shot clock, about 2 seconds apart. Patterson centers it. Right wing for Williams. CJ. 16 to shoot. Head fake. Free throw line. CJ loses it. Comes to Patterson. Open 8-footer. Good!
And the crowd goes wild. What a jump shot on the baseline.
Final 10 seconds. Barrett drives, loses it. Ball is loose. Williams a steal. To Michalek. Across midcourt. Auburn will dribble it away. The Tigers are 13-1. 1-0 in Southeastern Conference play. Auburn 84, Missouri 68.
It certainly was good to see the Tigers really came out, established their defense early, got the running game, defended Missouri well, did what we asked them to do. They defended the dribble drive without getting in foul trouble, and won those possessions like that made the difference in today's game.
Missouri led 7-6 at the 16-17 mark. Auburn took the lead and never gave it up since that time. And with the win today, Bruce Pearl has tied Joel Eaves with 213 wins at Auburn. He ties the legend at Auburn for most wins in Auburn history. By the way, Janai Broom with 24 points on the afternoon, the Wind Creek high scorer for the Tigers. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the CasinoVerseApp.com. Historic day at Neville Arena. Auburn 84, Missouri 68. The Tigers 1-0 in SEC play, 13-1 overall, and Bruce Pearl ties Joel Eaves with 213 wins in Auburn history. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of